And so I says to him, "That's not my car, that's my wife." Oh, excellent. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the badumch was unexpected there. Welcome to the
Unexpectables.
Welcome to the Unexpectables, everybody. What a wonderful Wednesday we find ourselves in here. We have a lot of people we gotta introduce here. We're gonna start off.
Do you have a lot of people to introduce?
Yeah, we really do have a second carload worth of people here. Let's give it up for Shenpai.
Where am I? You kidnapped!
Shut up!
Get the chloroform!
Quiet!
Nadine, we said we wouldn't beat them.
Holding me hostage and making me film these videos!
Which will I
Get back in the hole, Zeno!
We're your new family now.
This sounds like a mid-2000s horror movie.
Puts the lotion on its skin, it rubs the dice whenever it's told.
It rubs the dungeon.
It rubs the die-hard dice, it does this whenever it gets sponsored.
No, we want them to like us.
It plugs the die-hard dice. Again.
Roll that 20s or else. Would you buy me? I'd buy me.
My family, mister!
It rubs the dice.
Me, baby.
We kind of lost track. Shenpai, where can people find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Shenpai or on Twitter at ArrowVero, on YouTube, ArrowVero/Shenpai. I don't really remember. I don't upload often on my YouTube. I stream games like Final Fantasy XIV or Persona 5 Royale. I don't actually know what else I have planned right now. I'm that boring.
Okay, I got a question because I had a question since you're playing as Protag Kun. Which of the oh my god. Oh
Jesus
we'll get
Christ.
to that. We'll get to that in a moment. Oh my god. Which Protag Kun do you which character are you going for there, madame? Who you marrying? Who you getting with? Who you holding hands with?
You think I'm gonna marry any of the girls for the fact that they won't give me a Ryuji? Foolish.
That's true. That is it is a common flaw of that game that you cannot hold hands with Ryuji at any given time.
And if I had to decide, it probably would be. I don't know. I don't really want to date any of the girls.
High five, Shenpai.
Hell yeah.
No choice is the best choice.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here waiting for Shin Megami Tensei 5 to come out.
I could 100%. I could 100% give you an answer for Persona 4, but not for Persona 5.
Oh, okay, all right, Persona. Okay. Give me the silver medal here. What would you? Who's yours in Persona 4?
Naoto.
Yeah.
Good answer.
You know
Good
the great
answer.
Is Naoto the one who's in love with Kenji guy?
No, Kanji's in love with Naoto.
They hint
my
towards it
God.
very much in the game, but it's
I want to point.
Naoto. No spoilers. Naoto is the best character in this game.
Fair enough.
I want to point out.
Almost fucking a decade.
I want to point out. I'm the biggest goddamn weeb of this group, and I still have never played either Shin Megami Tensei or a Persona game.
I've never played it. I watched the anime for the 4th game.
That's close enough, mine.
Wait.
This is important. Golden or normal?
Or the animation?
Normal. The good one. The good one.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank God.
It's weird. Myself, Zeno, and Shenpai are just on like the same exact wavelength on this exact issue.
Not me. I'm hollow inside. It's what this series has done to me.
Man, I don't even exist in this continent, Zeno. How do you think I feel?
I'm giving you a copy of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, and you're gonna fucking play it.
I actually will, because I'm more interested in that than
Dante from the Devil May Cry
Version.
Alrighty, so speaking of Gaijin Goomba, where can they find you, Mud?
Not playing any Shin Megami Tensei game, Mud. What?
Oh my!
Gaijin Mud.
Wow.
Mud.
Wow.
Sorry,
wow.
I just saw
filthy little mud blood
right now, and I kind of just went. Blah, blah, blah.
Anyway, you can find me at twitch.tv/GaijinKuma, not playing any of those games, but instead playing maybe another Japanese themed game, because Ghost of Tsushima comes out in a week, and I'm so goddamn stoked. You have no idea. That's gonna dominate my entire week. Next week, when that comes out on Friday, that's just life for me for a little while. I'll be definitely putting a. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a Witch Ninja or a Culture Shock on it, but it's definitely going to happen. But before that, people have finally voted on this. The next video I'm putting out is a Witch Ninja on Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I have a surprisingly large amount of things to say about that good boy. That'll be coming out hopefully sometime late next week. Oh God! Other than that, I've been streaming, dude. If you ever want to play just a really batshit game, play any of the Way of the Samurai games. Like,
All I remember is there's a lecherous old man in 4 who like watches. Nothing even happens to the girl. She gets off the ship and he just goes. Does the fucking like DreamWorks eyebrow and it sits on his face for 5 seconds in the cutscene.
yeah, like it's just it's one half actually pretty authentic, and then like 300 billion quarters, like just insane. It's meme worthy. It honestly is meme worthy. I've been playing the second one a whole lot just because it's been fun. But yeah, I'm just basically holding out until Ghost of Tsushima, and yeah, that's me.
Hey, Gaijin.
Yeah.
They released a Tanuki skin for Teemo on League of Legends.
It's so sorry.
It's you know what, Monty? You almost had me, and then I remembered that I am dog shit at MOBAs.
Then I remembered it's
Well, you
League of
don't need to play League to
You
enjoy
don't have
the
to play
skins.
them, yeah. I was just gonna say that they've released a new series of skin that are very heavily like.
Just give
the new
Ryan your
champ.
money.
0 out of 10. Teemo's fat fucking nuts aren't showing.
Yeah.
Connor, look, Connor. Am I getting? Is our Thursday nights just giving you a hard time now?
No, I just like
I have a
pointing it out.
as someone who hasn't played League of Legends for many years, is Teemo still that character that everyone
Yeah.
hates?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
it's like
It's a
the
flat
skin's
circle.
really cute, and the new champion
It is.
is making me very, very gay.
All I know is now there's a literal fucking cat in League of Legends. That's all
There
I know
is,
about.
Yeah, voiced by Morgana's voice actor. 100% A-OK. Feels great.
Wow.
All right, who's next?
Well,
Sorry.
that's Christopher. That's Christopher ZSJ Zito over there.
You almost got it. You almost
Wow.
got it. It's fine. You know what? I'm not even gonna give you the answer. I'm just gonna let you fucking like roulette wheel this until you actually get it.
Until he actually gets it.
You know, I know it's Christopher OOZ.
This is now the new meme. Fucking mark it down. Until he gets it. Until he gets my
Put it
2
on your
middle
calendar.
initials right. You can find me on twitch.tv/Zito, CC / on Twitter. Posting weird depression, anxiety critters that I came up with at 2 a.m. And now he's a meme and I hate him. That fucking bastard Cobb. And you can also find me on the Ever Ingot Almanac on Patreon for D&D Homebrew. I'm going to stay silent on talking about homebrew stuff because I have a bunch of things I'm working on right now. As for games, Sonic Roboblast Kart 2 is a fucking thing, and it's Jape Kart. That's the server. I've been playing Jape Kart with Gaijin Goomba.
It's so much fun.
And if it lets you make your own characters, you get a fuck ton of traps in there. We have like I have so many mods put in there. There are like over 600 tracks, and the Jape Kart is infinite. But sooner rather than later, Jape Kart will commence, but I gotta do a marble stream because I've been neglecting that, and we need to race marbles with chat.
Oh, but the real race is Zito. The real race is.
I mean,
with
who the
friends
fuck
and-
says I can't change in between?
Oh, so okay. Well, you got to pull me in. Like the very next time you stream that game, you absolutely have to pull me in.
Maybe on birthday japes I'll do it because
Excellent.
my birthday is literally 10 days from now.
Hey, Zito, when marbles? When marbles?
Probably tomorrow.
When
Awesome.
marbles. Alrighty. Well, I think it's time we ask what's going on in Distortion Devil's world.
Hey, what's up, Mud? I'm Distortion Devil. You can find me.
My mud bud. You my mud bud, dude.
I'm
Oh, I see how
Mud
this is.
Bud.
I'm just mud.
You can you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Distortion Devil, where I'm streaming Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday is Roll Initiative Wrestling, RIW. I've been kind of taking a break from it a little bit just because I haven't really been in the proper headspace to run a show lately. I've been playing some just random games with my buds. We played some Battle Right, and I had a whole lot of fun playing
Who'd
that
you
game
choose?
again in a long time. Blossom, obviously.
not Rook, because they want to play a good character.
Hey,
can't believe
hey, that's where Borky's voice started. Was
I
in
know.
that game.
Help me, more food in my tummy.
Yes, that's right. I referenced the Timon and Pumbaa TV show because I'm that hardcore.
Ooh, the deep pool. Friday is Friday Funhouse, where I play a lot of fun games with my friends. Saturday we're playing Bayonetta 2, and I'm having a pretty good time with it. A better time than I had with Bayo 1, which is great because Bayo 1 sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh boy,
I hear that a lot.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Camilla. And Sunday I'm playing games with the Harbingers, the people behind Dead House Sonata at Apocalypse Studios. We've been playing some Unfortunate Spacemen, but we might be switching it up soon here. Speaking of Apocalypse Studios and Dead House Sonata, I'm gonna plug them and their game once more. You should definitely follow that link and purchase a Founders Pack to get access to the first stage. If you want to play a game where you play as a vampire or a lich or a ghoul or a white or a ghost or a banshee,
A white?
and
Yes.
yeah,
I've been
Oh.
playing that game for 32 years.
Oh, you beat me
You-
to it.
I know. I was,
and you fight the living, and it's gonna be a cool game. It's a action adventure RPG made by Dennis Dyack, the man behind Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, one of the all-time classic horror games.
Excellent. Edward Bosco, where can they find you? Plug away, dude. Plug at twitch.tv/Edward Bosco.
Well, he got it for me. You can find me at Ed Bosco VA on Instagram and Twitter.
Twilight
Monty.
Wings came out. You gotta see, if you haven't seen the Pokemon series Twilight Wings, you should watch it because Bosco voices the main taxi driver, Corviknight, Charmander. He also voiced Gengar in the most recent episode, and
Wow.
he's Gengar, and he was a bunch of other characters in that. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's the only thing I've seen lately that has Bosco in it because I'm a person of taste. Just joking.
Ooh,
But you did actually a really good job. So
Mhm.
Bosco.
Yeah.
You killed
him.
Bosco.
I'm right here.
No,
What's
I-
up?
I
Okay.
killed him.
I said that was a good job. Monty's my secretary.
Hi.
Monty, where can they find you?
You can find me at Montyglue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Montyglue. On Twitter, I posted a really funny joke about soap and it made me laugh really hard. So you can go see that. I post art there a lot too. And at twitch.tv/Montyglue, there will not be streams until the 13th. There is a notice on my Twitter about why. So there will be no planned streams. I might stream, but if I do, it's because I want to, and it's like, casual. I want to play some games and stuff, so I may or may not stream it. I don't know. It's up to me. So just heads up, kind of a hiatus. I'll be back, and that's about it.
Alrighty.
Monty, will I expect a new soap joke next Wednesday?
I don't know. It's up to the internet to decide.
Dang it.
you decide.
I do have one other quick
I-
announcement if I can throw that out there real fast.
Well, I was actually going to say where you can find me, but
Oh no. Okay, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Kurt,
Kurt, you step all over me talking, all our friendship. You gotta let me have one.
Why did you just cut me off like that? Alrighty.
I love you, buddy.
I fucking love you too, man. You can find me at twitch.tv/Takahata101. Unfortunately, you can find me at Twitter at Takahata101 as well. I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. I want to live there. I love living there. It's my favorite. It's so much fun. Today, the other night, I PvP'd. We sunk a bunch of poor people.
How many?
Ships.
How many did you drop?
One.
Really? Or
Yeah.
were there just no others around?
No, they're just really fast.
Ah.
Speedy devils. That was half the fun. But yeah, no, Sea of Thieves is a lot of fun. I quite enjoy playing it. And as well, the most recent MNW, our wrestling stream, the big Multivania event came and went, and we raised a little over $3,000 for the Navajo Nation COVID charity. So thank you so much to everyone who helped out with that. Edward Bosco, Arkov, Grizzly Adams, and everyone else in the community as well. So thank you so much for that. I probably will not be streaming this weekend too much, as I will be going into my family's cabin to go listen to the next Caiaphas Cain novel. So that'll be it for me. So Goomba, what do you want to plug?
Oh, speaking of SRB 2 cart, there was this guy named T the Hero, and I wanted to give him a quick shout out because he actually made my boy Dumb Little G into a playable character. If you want to pick that up, I just dropped it in the chat. That's all I want to throw out there because I did want to at least give him a quick shout out.
How many days are you gonna fucking annoy me until I actually put it into the mod pack, Gaijin?
See, I'm surprised you haven't already done it.
Because I want to not constantly look at carts every fucking waking day because I make mods and looking at the code makes you fucking hate it.
Look, look. I want to say the modding community for that game is absolutely.
Oh, it's
stellar.
fucking nuts! It's great.
So that's all I wanted to say.
My Discord can't handle more updates, Gaijin. I do like 6 a fucking day.
Well, you can shove one more in.
That's 7. That's too many.
But that's lucky number though, Zito. You want to be lucky, don't you?
No, I don't, because one of the racers always fucking wins it first. It's once Goat McDeltaroon gets in first place, it's their game. Then they should be streaming. They should be fucking streaming at that point.
Goat Deltarune is my that sounds like someone that was like. It sounds like the name Commander Shepard should have had. It's me, Goat Deltarune.
Goat McDeltaroon.
Oh no, I apologize. It's been I thought I've been sick all day, but I'm not, so it's good. So it's just a rough day of not being able to read anything for me, so I apologize.
If it's okay, I'm gonna jump into a lot of really kind people who drop subs and bits. I'm gonna go jump into that if that's cool, guys.
Yeah.
Heldrith, Giant Kaizen, Gaijin Goomba, Robate, Bernie Cinders, Golden Girl, then Crazy Fox, Zako Duo, Ban Hat, Dragonal Chemist 51. Thank you so much for the subs. Arc Requiem D gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you so much, Arc Requiem D, for gifting those 5 subs. Very nice of you. Rags 18, RN329, Dork Lord of Sword, Iggy Hitokage, Jino Kaze. Iki Hitokage, Jino Kaze, Sen Sinful, Italian Pirate. Thank you so much for the subs. Scythe Drago with 5,050 bits. Hey, Unexpectables, just popping in to drop these bits on you all. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday. So I will have to wait for the VOD to watch, but keep being the funniest group of bumbling buffoons and the best police division out there. Catch you all later and prepare for the holy hand grenade of Antioch now. And we will find out what that is very shortly after this. Scythe Drago, we'll be back to you in a moment here. Renfield 88 with 5 subs gifted to the community as well. Thank you so much, Renfield 88. Dragon 124, Shadius 24, Brodon Rod, Takanub, Lasumeo 1, the robot, Gumsy kind of guy, Shadow Dragon 21, thank you for the subs. Spirit of Love with the 1,500 bits. Got me some Die Hard dice as a birthday present to myself. Made sure to mention y'all. Oh no. Scythe Drago dropping the holy hand grenade. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Boom. With 100,000 bits. 100,000 bits gifted by Scythe Drago. Guys, a big round of applause for Scythe Drago. Thank you so much, Scythe Drago. Thank you. Thank you very much, Scythe Drago.
Oh, Austin's going to love that audio.
Oh, he's going to love it. I think he cuts all this. Right?
I'm going to get a text message from him later today on Discord, just like, you fucking asshole.
You clapped?
You clapped?
How can he clap?
I clapped!
How can he clap?
Plane? All right, Scythe Drago.
APSTs.
All hail Scythe Drago dropping 100,000 bits. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for that kindness. Shadow Dragon 21, Gamaliel, Dreadlord, Bedrock, Renfield 88, Draconian 9, Hemi Head, NHRA, Junior, Malak, Defective, Sheep, Phoenixia, 52, Nina, Ninel, thank you so much for the subs. Jai Kaiser gifting 5 subs to the community as well. Thank you so much. And as well, I want to thank Robate for dropping the 10,000 bits. Let this get out of the way. Here's the weekly bag. What's in it? You decide. Probate, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits, dude. Greatly appreciate that support from you, man. One free man, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey, Monty, are you ready for the entire Unexpectables community to give you love and support for looking after yourself? Because here it comes. Duck Nadine. S-Wolf95 with the 2,000 bits. Time for Dragon Zord. Why? S-Wolf95, thanks so much for the 2,000 bits. Masu Bill with a 1,000 bits. Roll 20. Stop bullying the distortion devil, please.
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 I'm just a simple man wanting to roll some dice.
Ban Hat with 500 bits. Let's go. Okay. Alivans, the Citra King, Miskin 09, X Chub Toad X. Thank you so much for the subs. Puppet Fan with the 2,000 bits. D&D on my birthday. Time to hand out the presents. 2,000 bits from Puppet Fan. Happy birthday to Puppet Fan. Purple Fish with the 500 bits. It's my birthday today. Jesus. Damn,
God.
everyone was born today. If I will catch the entire stream, but glad I could give some birthday bits. Thank you all for what you do and help me through so much and inspire me. Well, thanks so much, Purple Fish Bones. Puppet Fan, not just done with their birthday. Puppet Fan on top of 2,000 bits, dropping 20 subs. Woo! Thank you so much to Puppet Fan for dropping those 20 subs. That is very kind of you. Gifted to people such as Farnsworth MD, Blank for Something, The Uncle Bourbon, Ethereal Curse, and Bangalangs. And Reality Ripper. These are fun names. Puppet Fan, thank you so much. Oz195 following up Puppet Fan's kindness with 10 subs of his own. And Oz95 giving some subs to the kind people like True Free Shadow, Ralph6555, Wraithy Girl, and one single gremlin. Oz195, thank you so much. I know, right? Natora Kuma, Crazy Tail 30, Wormspawn, Earliest Bread, Marcus Atera, Random Man, Draco Choji, and Crazy Tail. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Greatly appreciate that. Blackfoot Ferret. Oh, also missed Big Bad Shadow Man. Thank you so much for the sub as well. Blackfoot Ferret with the 5,000 bits. Emotes for Mudbuds. Thank you, Blackfoot Ferret. Thank you. Thank you. We got Mudbuds right now, and it's only because of you. Kigogi 11 with 20,000 bits. My goodness, you guys. Caught up in the Unexpectables due to a jape thinking someone died, and now behind in Prince Division. How the turns tabled. Who lied to you? Kigogi?
It was probably Joji Senpai.
I've actually had a couple people ask me if Bosco actually died.
Oh, in PD?
No, just in general. Like I'm not sure if this is. I'm not sure. One, I'm not sure which game, and two, I don't know which jape you got japed.
I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, the Prince Division most recent episode got pretty intense, and things happened. It's one of those situations where you, as a DM, look down at the notes you have, and you pick up the book and just throw it over your head, and you just roll with it.
20,000 bits from Kigogi 11. Thank you so freaking much. Arc Recommendee with 1,000 bits. May roll 20 not treat you like the Prince Division or Monday's roll with me sessions tonight.
Wow. I just want to play a nice, fun game with my friends.
77th Dragoon, ex-Nick of Russian Christmas. Thank you so much for the Russian Xmas. I don't know why that's making me anonymous cheerer. He will not reveal who he is, but he dropped 10,000 bits. Whoever you are, wherever you are, thank you.
Ghost fart in Future Glass again.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Uh-oh. Nerdy Notions with a Z with 1,000 bits got challenged to do 360 squats tonight. So doing that while listening. Wish me luck and in not dying. Yikes. Have fun. Peter Piper, the portable pen with 3,000 bits. So task ready to save the day and keep them from being boss code.
Jesus fuck, what happened?
Oh my god, I gotta watch the Prince Division every Saturday. Zito to know that.
By the way, if anybody's asking if Bosco's dead because we don't have his picture on the overlay, it would cover the rolls, so that's why it's not there. And also, I fucked up. So he's there. I could draw a really shitty Remy picture, but I don't want to do that right now.
Oh, don't say that. The chat's gonna want that now. You said it, and chat's gonna
want that now.
Wait,
MS Paint Bosco.
Can I draw on the page?
Yeah, you can.
Flame Revenant, thank you for the bits. Marcus Atera with a 1,000 bits. Love you all. Monty, I hope you're feeling better. I can't believe Bosco tied up again. Marcus Atera, thanks so much for the 1,000.
Don't spoil anything, guys. Don't donate spoiler donations, please. Because there are some people who haven't seen the episodes not up on YouTube yet.
I will not read that out. I will make sure not to read them out if it sounds like a spoiler. King Kami drops with 1,000 bits. I demand more. All I see. I see y'all on it already. 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. JDS24 with 5,000 bits. Long time dropping bits, but good to see Shenpai back. And thank you, Monty and Zito, because I'm in the process of DMing my first campaign, and I'm addicted to buying dice already. 5,000 bits from Shadiest24. Have you considered Die Hard Dice?
Rubs the Die Hard dice on its skin. It does this whenever it's told.
Why won't my pen work?
It's because it's
Oh,
not
no,
Die
you
Hard
gotta use
Dice
a mouse.
pen.
You gotta use the mouse.
I use a Die Hard dice pen.
Yeah, it doesn't work with the any tablet.
These
you
Die
have to
Hard
use.
dice pens are gonna change some lives today, right now.
Shadiest24, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. Okay, thank you, Shadiest, for the 5,000 bits. Miss Tweetums, Master Monster 11, and Joe 3, thanks so much for the subs. My goodness, here, you guys. Adachi 330, no message, just bits, 1,500 bits. Well, thank you so much. Black Dragon Claire with the 2,500 bits. Catching the odds tomorrow. Good luck tonight, guys. Kill those dragons. Task also sending love to everyone, even Bosco. Yeah, Bosco too. 2,500 bits. Thank you so much, Black Dragon Cleric. Destroyer777 with 500 bits. I finally caught up. I've watched an episode a day for about 4 months to do it. Wow, Destroyer777. Thank you so freaking much for the dedication. We hope it's a good episode. Shit, that would be the worst, wouldn't it? 4 months and it's just all right. Wolfscar 3 with 1,000 bits. Bits for Monty and a recovery. Appreciate all the work you do. Well, thank you so much, Wolfscar 3, for the 1,000 bits. The real gets a hero, unlike the fake ones. 500 bits. Hanya doing Bosco, Shenpai, Unexpectables. Hope the dice bless you all. And hashtag burn and holy fire. Yikes. Z-Man Stardust. Augie Jr. Crazy Tail 30. Huglords Kaze 3173. Thank you so much. As well, I would like to thank Real Meta with a 3,000 bits. Time to listen to the great shenanigans while doing a play-by-play by post. Love you guys, by the way. Well, thank you so much. Philip Channer with 1,000 bits. I cleaned 3 COVID-positive rooms yesterday, so I hope all of you are still staying safe and practicing healthy social distancing habits. Here's the Unexpectables having battles alongside those on the front lines.
My friend
so
Draco, you guys will see me often. If you follow me on Twitter, I retweet a lot of Draco stuff. She actually just made a bunch of masks. We ordered like a big bulk order of masks that she made. Like they're dragons, like they're dragon faces, which is really cool. It's still trapped in like, I think South Carolina somewhere, where we're like, bring us our masks. But if you guys want a really cool mask, definitely check out my friend Draco's store. 'Cause she's got like dragons and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said she's in chat. I was about to say.
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Oh,
All we heard was chat. And we're like,
I said she's in chat. Shout out.
She says, "Aw, thanks, man. Fuck you, Draco."
whoa.
Hi, Darko Draco. She doesn't mean it. Hug Lords, Kaze 3173, Yat 282, Poke Freak 102, Good Road 12, Dark Magic Pez, Good Rare, and on Step Up. Thank you so much for the subs. Vantonagi with the 5 subs gifted to the community. Thank you so much, Vatanagi, for the 5 subs gifted to the community. An anonymous gift giving 1 to 1 Darko Draco. 1. My goodness, thank you, anonymous person. As well, we want to thank Moist Moose. Moist Moose. Grimlock the Last Carnosaur. The Foxophonus. Jesus Christ, these names.
These names are great.
Moist Moose. Grimlock the Last Carnosaur. The Foxophonus. Thank you for the subs. Jeez. Ren273, an acceptable name. Pupusa Monkey, thank you for the subs. I want to thank Calhoun327 for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Thank you so much to Calhoun327. Very, very kind of you for those 10 subs. Doc Arnie, Shumbo It Quid, Givolski, that morph guy, 2 kobolds in a cloak. Thank you for the subs. Chris Sarasaurus, 500. I got my first check on the new job after being out of work since April, and I thought I'd elevator to give you a few bucks to those who helped me get through it. Y'all stay awesome and the best of luck tonight. 500 bits from Chris Sarasaurus. Thank you so much. Lone Wolf Largy with 1,020 bits. No mess. Oh, wait. There's 1,000 bits. Final battle, here we come. Thank you so much. Dragon God 20, Yuki Usagi, thank you for the bits. Tamatone, John at Dawn, Vortixus, Last Kerfuffle, Glycerius, Platinum Raven, Mad Mike 4271, Xandros, Valzoa 23, an anonymous gifter. Thank you all so much. Brutus Maximu, Goodren, Dentistry, thank you for the bits. Vinamaru _ Karos Corwin and 500 bits from Philip Chanter. I cannot believe Byray ate 15 pounds of cheese. His bodily functions must be shutting down right now. Bonk. I'm done.
Are we good to go?
Thunder King 8 with 5,000 bits.
Hey.
Biggest bit drop for a while. Thank you all for all you do. Well, Thunder King 8, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits to send us home.
Also, Shampai, I love that you drew Abi, and it's all cute and stuff, but I can't help but feel like that heart was ripped out of the chest of an orc, and the cheeks are not, in fact, cheeks, but blood.
Oh, God.
The blood of your enemies.
Yabi has killed and will kill again.
Abi will...
Murder.
He just wants to be cute.
Every time I think of Abi, I think of that one
the fuck is
fatality where they
happening
punch the
next to
heart
me?
out and they do the heart through the camera, through the hole in the body.
Wait, I think I should probably emphasize this with this. Hold on.
Hold on,
Wait.
we're having real
Oh,
real
shit,
live
whoa,
Remy
whoa.
construction.
Hold on, I fucked this up. Help me.
Beat.
No, you did this to
Bemi.
yourself.
Bemi.
Bemi. Good.
There we
Bemi.
go.
There we go. Top tier. All right. You guys ready to get started?
Sure.
Alrighty. When last we left our heroes, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Greckles the Kenku Rogue, Panic the Tiefling Bard, Remy the Kenku Fighter, Task the Kobold Ranger, and a newfound friend in Abi the Construct Cleric. There are too many of you guys. The party was split between time and space, while Task was cast into the past, present, and future to embrace his draconic lineage and powers, along with the fragment Eos. The rest of the party descended the mountain of repetition to meet with Agranac, the leader of the Blood Axes. After a tense encounter with Agranac's fierce warriors and an honorable duel between Agranac and Borky, Abi shared their godlike powers, swallowing and smiting orcs in divine forge fire flame, along with the rest of the party doing backstab slashes, shield bashes, and shatter crashes, while Borky struck down Agranac in glorious combat. After a short-lived celebration, Darkus crashed the party, taking the party and the Blood Axe orcs prisoners. And now, as flames and dark stone rise up from the horizon, we return to our heroes in a precarious situation. So, all of you guys along Borky, Greckles, Panic, Remy, and Abi.
Roll dex checks. Damn it!
You fell out of the net. Ah!
Shit! Oh fuck.
You guys are currently aloft in the air, being flown on the back of dragon wings in these swinging cage-like structures that hang from long and crude spiked chains. The night air is cold and harsh and bites at you as your wounds sting and burn.
How high up are we?
Like hundreds of feet up in the air.
Are we all in the same net?
You guys are split up. Currently, in each net, Borky,
Okay.
Greckles,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and Abi are in one.
Okay.
Remy, Panic, and like 5 other orcs are in the other.
Okay.
And are these nets or cages? Sorry,
These
I
are
didn't mean to
these
cut.
are thick iron cages.
Okay.
Can you scary ass you digger? Stop, get through it. Try it again. Try it again.
Okay. Borky, look straight down. Where are we gonna go?
Just glide.
My deduction? We're up too high.
Yeah, see, even Abi knows what's going on. Look, let's just calm down, take it easy, and let's just pay very close attention to what's
I
going on.
have a lot of responsibilities now. I run a town, and my first day at job, everyone gets kidnapped. It doesn't look good on my resume.
Mayhaps if you fall a certain way, you will not die on impact.
You know, I've heard spreading out your arms and legs can help, right? Borky, just hang on a second. Greckles is gonna inspect the lock. Just can't pick it. Nothing to pick with. But just want to take a very close look to determine if it's a lock that he's a type of mechanism in the lock that he's seen before.
Okay.
Just any info.
Roll an investigation check.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's 10.
10. There are 3 locks, the bottom, the midsection, and the top of the cage. As this thing is swinging, like, it is not a comfortable ride. You guys are, like, swinging back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to tell. These are very solid locks.
Okay. Well, if anything, they're at least thorough. It's not
As
good.
you are kind of pawing around with your talon out, kind of like scraping and kind of grabbing and flipping the lock around, you watch as soaring at eye level with you is a large, I'm gonna say an adult white dragon based on its size. Just kind of its eyes just kind of like that are looking forward to like shoot and turn and look towards you, almost piercing right through you.
He just kind of backs up slowly.
You see now that this is a sizable horde of dragons.
We're talking
Have a
dozens
dragon.
upon dozens, right?
Yeah, a lot.
Now, are they all primarily one color, or is it seems to be a mishmash of a bunch?
Mishmash of colors. Most of them are wormlings, but there are a few very large dragons here, all following under the wing of Darkus's three-headed dragon, Kriegerim.
And every single chromatic color, right? Out
Yeah.
of the 5?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Eventually, you begin to smell something breaching over the horizon.
Do I smell?
That's up to you to decide, Abby.
What's Borky takes a big whiff after Obby.
All right, well, if you can smell, roll a perception check.
I have no idea if I don't have a nose, so I don't think so.
It's both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it is.
Are there any landmarks to determine where exactly we're going? Like, if
You guys recognize the field below you. You see the scorch marks from where you fought that red dragon. But it come and goes rather quickly. You see beyond that, not too much. You seem to be going off into almost if you were to look at a map, you guys are heading in an eastern direction.
right,
Opposite to where you guys have been traveling for the most part. You guys were traveling north. You guys are going like southeast from this position.
and probably a whole bunch of clouds and such underneath to obscure everything.
Yep. And
Yeah.
it's dark as hell.
Mm. We need to figure out what we're gonna do. If we're all together, it's one thing to all be caged together, but if we're gonna get separated, we gotta figure something out.
Well, who has the sending stone? Is that Panic?
Yeah, Panic still has that.
How far away is Panic's cage?
They're like all the way on the other side of the horde, unfortunately.
Can't talk to Panic right now, anyways. We got split up here. We don't even know where we're going right now. If they're gonna put us in a big cage there, they're gonna cook us and eat us, or just have us as leverage.
See, that's what I'm thinking, Borky. They still don't have the two things that they need. And the worst that can happen is they may torture that and try to torture that information out of us. But the good news is that not even we know where they are.
Oh, I don't think they'll believe us, though. That's the point of the torture.
Well, then we die for a just cause, I suppose. But that is surprisingly the good news, because this is the last thing that we can let them have happen.
You are incredibly calm right now.
No, Borky, I'm actually incredibly terrified, but being calm, at least pretending to be calm, is better than nothing.
Obby, I'm sorry you got wrangled into this.
Will I be able to go home?
Do everything in my power to make that possible, Obby. Okay?
Then I will stick with you.
You have my word.
One thing that may help, Borky, as soon as they get us there, unless they blindfold us, which he's making it very apparent not to talk loudly, by the by.
Yeah. These things can't hear you. There's like wind and like the length of chain is too far for the rider to hear you.
I just imagine like all the wind noises like and we're like it's like a wind tunnel.
One of the things that we can do that can help out, Borky,
when we land, if they don't blindfold us, just pay very close attention of where they take us. Look for markings, landmarks, corny paintings. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Tell you what, if you put blindfolds on us or bags on our head, you count the steps.
That's actually not a terrible idea. I'll actually do
Thank
that.
you. Oh, I need you to do that because I can only count up to 68 or so.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But here's the thing. If we lied. Okay, above game, have we actually lost our weapons? They've taken them.
You guys still have your shit on you.
Oh,
Huh.
They haven't taken our weapons, so it leads me to believe that if I think even if we used them, they just put us down anyways.
Especially after what we saw earlier. I wonder if there's some way we could just get away. Even if it was just for a moment.
It is quite high up. How will we get away?
Right when we
Well-
land. But the problem is, Greckles, there's so many magic users in this camp, and they'll be able to see through any invisibility you're going to do.
True, but I'm thinking about good old practical stealth, but the problem is, yeah, the number of them is just gonna be so many.
We're not going to know until we land. But
You
I like
guys
to-
begin to see something over the horizon now to go with the smell, which I don't think, did anybody even roll for the smell?
Oh, I
No
didn't know
one
we
rolled?
could.
Yeah,
oh,
no
I-
one rolled
I-
for the smell.
I didn't know if you were talking to all of us or not.
Yeah, all of you guys can roll a perception, except
Okay.
for unless
do
you
that
can't
now?
smell by whatever means.
21.
I can't smell because
5. Cool. Thanks, Roll20.
16.
Okay.
You just have a stuffy nose, that's all.
Remy?
Wait, 9.
Okay. Borky and Greckles, as you guys kind of lean your heads out of the cage, you smell hot iron, smelted iron, and brimstone, and a kind of caustic sort of. It smells like a plastic processing plant.
Ooh.
Would smell.
Oh,
Like-
God.
Like it smells awful. It's almost like boiling gasoline. It's like it makes you
Oh,
dizzy.
God. You're just describing everything we endure driving through the wilderness here.
Is this industrial Jersey?
Sure. I don't know. I've never been there, but yeah, let's say that. As you guys all lean your heads out and look down, you see now the once city of, I believe, Tettelheim was the name of the city. It is not a city anymore. There have been erected in a large, impressive circle, not completed, a massive black stone wall encircling this area. The buildings that once existed, half of them are crushed, and the other half appear to be being used as perches for dragons. And what stands out to all of you is a half-finished, almost like five times the size of like a football field of red paint, a sigil that's not completed yet on the ground, encompassing the entirety of this town.
Greckles, that's magic, right?
Can I throw above game? I know exactly what that is, Monty. But can above game or not above game? In game, can I throw a roll?
Religion.
Gotcha. I might know a little bit something about that. Not really. Oh, 13.
13. It's definitely magic in some nature. It's not done, so it's hard to tell what exactly it would be, but it can't be anything good given the company you're in right now.
Could I try it?
Yes, you may, Panic. You may try a religion check. Abby, you can try one too.
I literally just wanted to say, can I use the tech magic? I realize it has like a really small range, and that would
Yeah.
be stupid.
Quick, scan them with your tricorder.
But you are the religious one.
Yeah, wait, hold on. If I can find my religion, hold on. Yeah, well,
Same thing for you, Abby. You look at it, you're like, that's something significant, but you don't know exactly what that is.
great.
I want to put Borky and Abby. I want to put 2 and 2 together and think that has something to do with what Darkus needs the other 2 for.
Borky, while looking at that, Borky's gonna look to see if there's like any kind of obvious place where the people are like anyone from Alivast is being kept as a prisoner while we're flying over it. Because
You can't see any small person right now. You're still
Okay.
too far away from that. One thing that does stand out to you on top of that is right dead smack in the middle of the city. You just see like something glittery, like a large expanse of land that's just like glittery and bright and reflects the moonlight back at you.
Okay.
As you guys are all in your respective prisons, you begin to feel the dragons descend, a feeling that kind of makes your stomach twist as you guys begin a slow descent towards Kettleheim.
I have no idea what any of this is, do I?
Not a clue, no.
Okay. I'm gonna turn. Oh, wait. Never mind.
Panic, did you want to do something? Sorry, I heard you.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I must have heard something. Sorry, my bad. All right. You guys begin to descend. And the shadows of dragons cast over you guys. And as you guys kind of look up, you see that there are so many now, like an absolute whirlwind of dragons.
Monty, really quick. I'm sorry. This is time sensitive.
Mhm.
Can I try? Boy, it may not be big enough. Can I actually try to slip a single dart underneath my plumage, since it is such a small thing?
Sure. I'll say you put it. Where do you put it?
Wherever I suppose the plumage is thickest. So, like maybe behind the back, the quote unquote hair, so somewhere reachable, but just kind of tucked in.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of like you tuck it in that ponytail you have, that little feathery ponytail. You kind of shove it in there.
Cool. Gotcha. Sorry, that was just super critical.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I mean, that's why I'm giving you guys a lot of breathing space right now.
Yep.
As you guys land on the ground, you notice now as a bunch of half dragons come out from this like front entrance area. And one kind of walks up to the dragon that's been carrying the cage that Remy and Panic have been in. By the way, the cages don't stay upright; they all knock over on their sides, knocking everybody inside. They don't give a shit about you guys.
Can Borky try and use his strength to right it?
With how big it is, I'm gonna say no, and the fact that it's got other occupants inside of it, it's way too heavy even for you. Okay. As you watch the rider who's been carrying you guys descend off, you watch as one of the half dragons who's been at Tittleheim walks out and goes, "Why are you late?" And one of the rider goes, "They all went limp," and they all kind of start yelling at each other in Drake Manor.
Hey, Monty.
Borky grabs a bar and just nods.
Hey, Monty, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I actually want to attempt to sleight of hand one other dart somewhere where I can tuck it in on Borky.
Roll a stealth check for that one.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh, that's a big 13.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Ooh. As you do that, you go to you're poking around Borky. You watch as that white dragon kind of peers towards you again, Greckles, and goes, "I'd put that away if I were you, chicken." You watch as he brings his tongue across the front of his teeth.
Oh, gross.
Oh no. Oh no.
He'll just look back, just kind of with a slight defeated but very annoyed face, and just clank, 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 clank.
You watch now as they begin to almost lift and place each of your guys' cages in in a line, and you watch as a group of about 3 half dragons, under the watchful eye of a bunch of other dragons, begin to open up the cages and immediately subdue whoever's inside. They start with a group of 3 orcs, which they take out each one, and they immediately methodically take off each and every single weapon. Anything that would be even constitute armor is removed and added to a giant pile. And you watch as these black chain manacles are kind of yokes are put around the orcs' necks, and these the wrist things. I can't remember the word for it. I should know this. Is really
Manacles.
bad. Manacles. Yeah, manacles are put on their arms, and they are actually tethered together. And then once they're done, you watch as the dragon lifts up the cage, and the cage's door just slams shut, waving around in the air as the dragon takes off. You see now that there's actually a kobold with a giant book currently taking logs of the goods that are added to the pile as one after the other. Each group of orc is processed and then added to this chained line of individuals. Eventually, Panic and Remy, your cage is brought forward and opened.
We're not tossed asunder like the others.
You guys were, but you guys are lifted back up and dragged forward through the lineup, and then the door is open, and you guys are not so graciously are yanked from the lineup one at a time. A couple of the orcs go before you, and then eventually, Panic, you are dragged out of the cage and held up by two of these half dragons, and then the third half dragon, a blue half dragon, kind of looks you over.
Hi.
Nice jacket.
Thanks.
Uh-oh.
They
I
take the
made it
jacket off
myself.
immediately. Like, they just rip it right off of you.
Knew that was coming.
They go to the side. They take copy cutter. They take any weapon you have. Since you actively did not conceal anything, they take every item you have on you, with the exclusion of just common clothes. They take
That's fine.
catharsis, and you watch as like there's a white dragon currently managing the pile. He kind of like looks over, and he takes the instrument in his hand and tries to play like a tune on it, but it comes out really awful and scratchy. And he's like, ah, ah, and he just throws catharsis onto the pile. And you watch as they look you over very closely, and a red dragon who's also part of the lineup goes, "That one's a spellcaster. Get the special manacles for that one." And you watch as they bring out these sort of blue steel manacles, which they latch around your neck and again around your wrists. And you can't
Damn it.
help but feel a little strange. They don't add you to the line. They set you aside and pin you to essentially they take your manacles and they like almost like rail nail it to the side of the stone and leave you there while they process the next people. Remy, you are pulled out from the cage. They kind of admire the crest on your armor before immediately taking it all off. Your sword is pulled from you. One of the half-dragons kind of swings it around and kind of runs a hand down the length of the blade and kind of smiles and sets it to his side and goes, "I'm going to keep this one for myself." And you two, again, they look at you and they manacle you in the same way as Panic. They bring over these almost like blue steel manacles and on your neck and on both wrists. You are left in just commoner's clothes with nothing else. Eventually, they process the rest of the orcs, leading up to Greckles, Abby, and Borky. Borky, you are dragged out first since you're the biggest person in that car.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Immediately, they take Ronfault from you, and the moment they go to reach for Ronfault, this whirling wind just whips around you in anger. You watch as one of the dragons just kind of snarls and just takes the sword and just throws it into the pile before wiping his nose, where the wind had struck him. They take Gripples. They add it to the pile.
All my friends are stolen.
Set him on the ground. We'll give you a present.
I don't hear voices in my head. They are no counsel.
That was literally, I'm a genius. Oh no.
They take Tubbs.
No, I did leave Tubbs at the Sweet Dragon.
Oh, that's right. You did leave Tubbs at the Sweet Dragon. I'm sorry. I am incorrect on that. So they do not take Tubbs.
I placed 4 loaves beside him. He better be okay.
Yeah. But they take every other item you have, every weapon you have. Gruel's axe is gone. Everything else is gone, added to the pile. You are just in common clothes, which is basically your normal outfit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They manacle you as well in the same fashion as everybody else. And as in like the Panic and Remy, you're manacled in the same way.
Borky looks at them. I can break these cuffs.
You cannot break those cuffs.
Borky tries to break the cuffs.
Roll a strength check.
God damn it.
You enabled this, Monty.
I know.
A straight strength check.
Yeah, just a straight strength check for me.
My fucking soul recoiled at that.
13.
13. You pull. These are
Damn it.
very thick cuffs. You cannot break those cuffs. They also seem to be magical in some ways, but you're not sure what the nature of it is.
By the way, welcome to Roll 13, everybody.
For real, right? Oh my god, look at it.
Yeah.
13.
Greckles, you are brought out, and as you are brought out, you watch as that white dragon, who's kind of perched, leering above like a gargoyle, kind of leans his head down to the half dragon and goes, "Check this one thoroughly. It's a sneaky type." And the half dragons nod. They take Tom and Nick. I believe that was their names. Chris and Nick.
No, it's Nick and
Nick
Todd.
Nick and Todd. Sorry, they take Nick into too many names.
He was in the chess club.
Yeah.
They take Nick and Todd. They take your hat, even though it's worth nothing. They think it's weird, so they take your hat.
Yeah.
They take the Sunblade.
Fuck this.
Mm-hmm.
They take everything. I need you to roll a stealth check for me, and they're going to do an investigation check to try and find your hidden weapons.
19.
Okay. They do not find the dart you have hidden in your hair.
Cool.
As they pat you down and search thoroughly. They run their hands like through your feathers and like look, but they don't find anything. You are manacled in the same nature, and they are extra tight with you, given what the white dragon had said.
Okay. Nothing is said, and he's 100% complacent, but he says not a word.
You have nothing on you. You have just commoner's clothes and one dart that's in your hair.
Yep.
All right. Abby, you are dragged out and immediately are met with a plethora of confusion.
Great.
You watch as one of the dragons just kind of like grabs you like by the back scruff of your pants and just kind of lifts you up and goes, "What is this? Some kind of toy?" And kind of flips you around looking for like a little twist key.
Hello, I am Abby.
They kind of look you over. Roll a deception check for me with advantage.
I'm a regular human boy.
With advantage.
It's with advantage. It's with advantage.
So 14. That's a 14.
Okay, good.
Boy.
I am a real boy.
You watch as the dragonborn that's holding you up kind of looks you around and goes, "Man, this is some creepy shit. It's like a fake kobold. Yeah, we'll add it to the horde." And they toss you into the pile of stuff.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. I was wondering if that was going to
he's gonna-
happen.
He's gonna start feeling around.
Okay. You feel a lot of swords and a lot of armor. As you guys are processed, more orcs are pulled through. You watch as one of the dragons, one of these ancient dragons, lands on the ground. This ancient white dragon lands and turns down and says, "Those ones are wanted by the next king." And one of the half dragons kind of walks over and grabs the front of the chain, which is led by you, Panic, and begins to drag all of you guys forward into Tettelheim.
Did he say the next?
Okay.
The next king, yeah.
Hey, Monty.
Testicle fuck.
Tettelheim, was that the place to the south where the fire dragons attacked where Helga was?
No, I'm hoping I'm not getting this town name confused.
There wasn't.
Was it Tettelheim? I'm trying to remember what the name of the village is. I get these two confused every time. I wrote this fucking game. Let me double check and make sure I haven't been saying the wrong name the entire time.
It's fine.
To the wiki.
I literally am looking there.
Labreus?
Oh yeah, it's Labreus. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
It was
all right.
Labreus. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say that we're
Hive.
very close to Alivast.
I get these two confused, but yes. It is Labreus Village. I am sorry. Shahalim's messaging me now. I'm in trouble. Uh-oh.
She's got a gun pointed right at your Discord, just like, shut.
I
Sorry.
wanted to double check because I assumed that's what you meant, but you kept saying
Yes.
Beetleheim, so I just
Because
wanted to
I'm
make
an
sure we weren't-
idiot.
No,
It
you're
is
fine.
it is Labreus Village. It is Labreus Village. Notably, you guys would know that Alice came from here. You guys are led through what was once probably a beautiful human city. It is now just there's a permanent darkness over this place. It is nighttime, but there's this shroud of smog. There are fires every 3 steps with dragons snapping and like stretching out mysterious chunks of meat. You're not sure from what. You can only assume. You see a lot of individuals chained together carrying rough stone through the city. And there are...
They don't have us blindfolded or anything, correct?
Nope, you're just walking through the village. No blindfolds.
As soon as we get to any sort of enclosure, building, jail cell, otherwise, Greckles is taking foregoing any additional check because it's 100% focus to just get a mental note about where they went in, where they're going, and potentially how to get out.
Okay. This place is teeming. Like, if you guys have been flying, but this place is just infested with dragons. Half dragons, dragonborn, kobolds, all looking very nasty and armed to the fucking teeth. The only people who are not armed here are very clearly slaves. You do know, I'm gonna say everybody roll a perception check. Except for you, Abby. You're a little preoccupied being under more armor. You've been covered up at this point by more shit.
Ooh, wait, if I'm covered up by stuff, can I start digging around to search for small things that I can shove into like my body pretty much?
Are you gonna
Sure.
bender? You're gonna bender this? Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Sure,
Activate
I'll
the
say, well,
killbot.
everybody else roll perception checks, and Abby roll an investigation check.
That's a fat 10.
Here we go.
Wow, oh, never mind then.
6.
12.
Oh my god.
25.
Man, these
Thank
rolls are
you.
good.
Nice.
Yay. Oh,
Jesus
14.
Christ, roll 20.
Abby, as you're kind of like, you're like, okay, perfect. Now's the time to start digging. Uh-oh. You can't move your arms. You're underneath too much stuff.
Oh, no.
You waited too late, and now... And you begin to feel your body become weightless now.
Uh-oh.
And the sound of wings. The rest of you guys, as you're walking, you kind of like keep your eyes on the scenery around you. Remy, as you look around, you see a young man who you recognize with ponytail and a piece of straw in his mouth, albeit singed. You currently see Welch working on a food line, and he kind of notices you all, and his eyes go wide.
Panic's in front of me, right?
Yes, Panic is in front of you. So the marching order is Panic, Remy, Borky, Greckles.
Since his arms are probably bound, he's going to reach forward and just push them into Panic's back. And when Panic turns around, Remy's going to nod in that direction so he sees it.
Well, at least he's alive.
And if Borky sees Remy move his head, he can look that way too.
Borky looks that way.
You see Welch. He looks beaten up, but he's there, and he's always... Somehow, that man, always looking handsome.
I'm at the front, so I assume that I can't reach that far.
You don't see him, yeah, no. As you guys continue walking, you begin to see an assembly line of crude iron works. You see now as dragons are being armored. You see currently...
Is there anybody else that we recognize with Remy's 25, or is it just Welch?
I'm gonna get to that.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You see now there are a bunch of blacksmiths working this line, making armor that the dragons are adorning and barking orders at. Notably, at every single corner where there's a group of people, there is at least 2 or 3 half dragons with whips or weapons on them, barking orders at the people around them. As you guys walk past this assembly line, you notice clear as day, because you see him every single day, Ben, the gentleman who lives across the way from you, currently working at one of these anvils, sweating. His face is kind of thin, and he's looking kind of scarred working. There's a lot of dwarves here. You notice there's been a lot of dwarves picked up. Some are mason working, others are working the forges, shoveling, slag. You guys proceed forward, kind of yanked. All of a sudden, all of you are yanked as the half dragon kind of yanks the chain, pulling you all forward. Then you see what was glittering up ahead. A massive pile of treasure. That expands about maybe 30 feet in diameter, if not larger, rising up to a peak in the center where a set of stone steps rise up to the top of an altar. As you pass by, you see now as the paint that you saw all the way up smeared on the floor is blood.
Can we do possibly another check since we have more information?
Up this close, no. It would be a
Okay.
medicine check to tell if it was blood, but you don't get it.
Not blood, but altar plus circle.
I mean, at this point, because you don't have the skylight reference point, you don't know what the nature of this is. I mean, you can put two and two together as yourself, but you don't know the specifics of what this is.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this is very clearly a religious thing of some nature, and is
Right.
very dark in nature as well. You guys are forced up the stairs by this half dragon, eventually leading you to the large three-headed dragon perched at the top of the altar, with a darkened form with two crescent blades standing underneath. I am going to show this artwork again because it's really good. And
Hell
just
yeah.
so you, in case you forgot,
Here's to humble you again.
Fuck this guy. All my homies hate Darkus.
That's what I've been saying all this time. No one fucking believed me.
No believed you.
Got a couple sickles.
Got Kopeshes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
you guys are slowly brought up the stairs, this feeling as the three-headed dragon, all eyes are on you. All six of these strangely soulless eyes stare down at the three of you, the heads kind of leering down towards potential food as you make your way up the stairs. And eventually you are brought in a line before this dragon, this dragonborn with baleful wings.
Not to ruin the suspense, but is it possible for me to try and get out of the pile that I'm still in, or am I just stuck there?
Well, I'll explain this really quick because this happens simultaneously.
Oh, okay.
As the four of you stand before this dragonborn who looks down at you, you begin to hear the sound of baleful wings as you watch a dragon let loose a net, and all of the items you guys had given or had been forced to give up are dumped into the pile. Like a pile of rocks. Albie, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Bye, Abby.
Uh-oh, where is it? Dexterity, saving throw. Oh my god, that's a -1! Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, with being a cleric.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
It's bad.
But the nat 20 on the other side, though.
I'm looking at it and I'm eyeing it so sadly.
You take 9 points of falling damage as you crash into the ground.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Wow, I'm getting real low.
You crash into the ground. Darkus turns back to the four of you. It is beautiful, is it not?
Is he gesturing to something?
It's gesturing just to everything.
Well, excuse with a splash of color, I think.
Oh, there will be color, my friend. I think it could use a little bit of red and white. I think that is lacking.
I think you're slipping.
I am slipping.
It's subtle. I've met men like you before. The attack on Alivast was calculated. It was with intent. But you stormed that orc encampment looking for Tarask of Iron Oath, and he was not there as you planned. You are 6 steps ahead, which is why you're always looking behind you to see if you missed the slightest clue. Every man I've ever met with ambition does the same thing. Did I miss something? Is there the slightest chance that running that fast made me miss something? And you did. And you will lose. Whether we die here or not, Tarask of Iron Oath will slay you.
Borky whistles.
Your noble words can raise kingdoms. Your honor can raise nations. But you are weak. So grounded as he kicks you in the stomach. You do not wear armor anymore, so you're not adding your armor bonus to this. That is going to be a 15 to hit you.
That will hit.
You take... Oh shit, I gotta grab the stat sheet. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Watch him have like a 30 to strength.
Legendary action right in the nads.
Wait, Zito, you're not here.
Legendary action, hoof him in the cherries.
Oh god, where did they put these?
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Legendary
no.
action, cranberry blast.
I'm sorry, that got me. I'm sorry.
Oh no, this is an intense moment, and I'm just like genuinely, Bosco. That was chilling. I was like,
that was
fuck.
fucking amazing, dude.
Right. That's why you get cast professionally in shows. Like every now and then.
Always
That's
forget.
that's why he books like 7 gigs a day.
Yeah, it's true. Big gig Remy.
We love you, buddy.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of damage as he just
Okay.
kind of kicks you back. He doesn't hurt you, it just kind of throws you back.
You see, everyone is slipping.
Oh, no. I have a full grasp. Your words are empty. Your armor's gone. Your kingdom will burn. You will be set back exactly the way things were once. You should be bowing on your feet. We were all gods once. And you knew your place. Don't act so high and mighty because you've had a few generations of freedom. That was a mistake. The nature of this world is a mistake. And I alone will fix it. Whether by fire or ice, poison, acid, by any means necessary. Besides, what do you care? How long will you live for? A few years tops. I have thousands of lifetimes granted me by the beautiful Instruck to search and comb the world.
No, you don't. You can rummage through all of this garbage and find a crown and place it upon your head. That doesn't make you a king. You will pay for Iron Oath, and it does not matter how weak any of us are. It is not by our hands you will be slayed. There is one man that you fear, and you don't know where he is. So run your words, because your words are as empty as mine.
You watch as he brings out his blade and puts it right underneath your beak and lifts your head up towards him.
Remy will not flinch.
My world has no kings, only gods. Split them up. Put them each in a camp. They will bring Tarask of Iron Oath to me, like a fly to lamplight. You guys are yanked forwards. If any of them step out of line, he swings and points the blade. Kill 5 innocents for their transgressions.
Shit.
There are worse fates than death. And he turns back to his 3-headed dragon and coos as you guys are yanked away.
While he was in front of us, could I have done some sort of perception or investigation check to see if he had anything he was keeping on his person that was meant to be hidden?
Sure. Roll a perception check, I would say.
Also, I wish somebody incited him to see if he was slipping.
I was actually going to say that.
I was
Go ahead.
I was
roll
also going to
Greckles-
say that as well.
Greckles, roll insight. You guys have to say this when it's happening. Don't be.
Yeah, that's why I was
Right.
doing. I was hoping somebody would incite him.
I just didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I kept my mouth shut specifically just to have that opportunity, just to watch him. 22.
Okay.
Nice.
Perception from Panic to see if he had anything on him.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Good job, guys. Good teamwork.
He doesn't have an item on him that you notice him being particularly fond of. The wings seem to be what he's particularly fond of. The way he carries himself. This is not a Dragonborn anymore. This is something else. Something more sinister.
Was he trying to show them off or keep them hidden?
He's showing them off.
Okay.
I mean, is he like unfurling them and furling them back? Like,
Yeah.
With my natural 20, could I try to discern any other sort of mutations that would differ from a normal black dragonborn?
Sure, I'm going to say roll a religion with advantage because of the natural 20 from earlier.
Here we go. Oh. Any second now.
I believe in your roll 20.
There you go. Good job,
23.
You, when reading your book on tieflings and influences from demons and devils and gods and whatnot, certain things came about. Sometimes mutations would be slow, sometimes they would be fast, sometimes they would be instant, depending on the favor made. Based on what you've heard from Task, Darkus was just a Dragonborn. Back when Kriegerim had 1 head. But now Kriegerim has 2 more heads.
Frigorem? Have we heard that name before?
no,
Kriegerim is the 3-headed dragon. You would have heard this from Task.
It's the one he wants to add the 2 heads to.
That's the blue dragon who wiped out Iron Oath, and that's the 3-headed dragon that is sitting on top of this altar before you. That is Kriegerim.
Oh.
A set of
Shit,
wings,
no.
perhaps for 1 head. Something else for another, but you're not certain. At very least, you can't see it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep it to myself for now.
You guys are dragged down the stairs. Abby, you kind of pop your head out of the pile of stuff eventually.
Nice, finally.
Meanwhile,
Was there anything in that 22 insight?
oh right, I'm so sorry. I completely
It's
neglected
okay.
that. No, he is in complete control. He is not
Gotcha.
scared. He is not afraid of anything. What you do get a sense of with that insight is this guy carries a lot of pride.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pride. I think that was pretty obvious, but he, unlike what Remy is insinuating, he is not slipping. He's in full control of the situation. He is completely confident. There's no doubt in his mind, and he's being very patient. He doesn't seem impatient. He doesn't seem like, he seems assertive, but in a calm way. He's methodical. He's thinking very hard. He's not just, impulsive. He's not as impulsive as anyone you've ever seen before.
Is it possible for me while I'm in this situation and can't really do much still to cast Healing Word on myself?
No, you can cast Healing Word on yourself. No one seems to have noticed you. You're in a pile of stuff and you look at stuff.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on third. Wait, is that? Where is it? I'll cast it on 2nd level.
Sorry, I'm cold right now.
Yeah, me too.
Get healed for 9, Abby.
Yay! Ow, that hurt.
Ouch, my non-existent bones.
Mind circuitry.
Yay.
All right. Meanwhile, Task.
I'm alive. Hi. All right, let's go. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry, I'm just getting music.
Oh, no, okay.
Actually, I don't want that. I want this music. You and Eos are floating in this strange empty ether, a strange contrast to the hot desert sands you'd grown accustomed to over the month of training with Tarusk. The space is lukewarm and still, and yet it rushes all around you. You can't help but feel a sense of unease that isn't your own.
Something you want to share with me?
This is not a certainty I ever knew of. Oriara, I think, withheld this from me.
And here I was about to say, welcome to being immortal, or at least attached to one.
I suppose the question is now, what now?
Getting focused on something caused me to be a bitter and angry person. If anything, I've just been letting it all appear before me, letting it present itself. To go back on that now would squander everything we've just been through. If we're in this realm, this pocket realm, and we're in some sort of time loop and nothing has come to pass yet that would doom this or make this a failure, we just have to wait for it then.
So be it. A path to destruction is still a path, I suppose.
Though, if you were given the choice, how would you handle this situation?
You are a fool. Creatures like me don't get a choice. If we do, the world changes. But I suppose that's egotistical of me to think in such a way.
Is that not what we're doing right now? Changing the world for what it is?
Maybe your world, but not everybody else's.
All right, then, Omnipotent. How do you feel this outcome will take, then? You have just posed a question of uncertainty, and you're supposed to be a higher grade of being than me.
I don't think that is so. I've never thought that is so.
And that's why I like you more than any other god so far.
It has always been that way for us when we were shattered. I suppose we understood then what it was like to be you, to be so lost. For finding a way.
That's never ending for mortals. We don't know where we're going. All we know is that it inevitably leads to death.
We don't even have that certainty.
That's both a blessing and a curse, thinking about it. I'm going to roll a perception check. Oh, I'm sorry.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, go ahead.
17.
Okay, you don't see anything. There is one more thing I must do.
And that is?
I must leave you to set this all in motion. To confirm the constant.
Is not separating me going to kill you?
No. I still have much of my power. But by the time I return to you, Oriara would have taken, or will have taken, what majority of power I've had. I will no longer be able to manipulate time in the way I have. I will no longer have my physical form in your material realm. This is not my choice to make, but a choice that has to be made.
There's no other constant that can work, is there?
Not in my world. Not in my time. You feel the ground rocket towards you as you land on a stone floor.
Okay. I'm along for the ride as much as you are. Whatever you're going to do it now.
You rinse your eyes open and you see before you the mirror.
Walk up towards it.
Completely shattered.
Are the pieces on the ground?
Just as you remember them when you first found this cave.
I pick up one piece.
Broken. Cold. Flat and sharp.
Do what must be done then, as I look at the broken mirror.
You hear movement behind you.
Turn.
You see Winter standing there, her hand placed upon the nose of the dead gold dragon. Notably, her goggles are gone.
The present, then.
She cocks her head to the side slightly.
You heard that.
She shakes her head side to side. No.
I look at the rest of the surroundings around me.
The gold dragon is dead. Still, his eyes closed, the mouth closed. The cave is the way it was when you left. It's hard to notice any change if there has been any. Winter walks up to you and grabs her goggles around your neck and takes them off of you.
Fair enough.
She places them around her head and kind of taps them like, whew. And she turns to you and gives you a smile.
I smile back at her, but then I nod my head for her to follow me outside.
As you two begin to walk outside, you feel almost a weightlessness for a moment as you kind of stop in your tracks and turn behind you. And you see Ao standing in the middle of the cave.
Still with a physical form, I see.
This is where we part. For now.
Well, I'm gonna at least take what Tarisk showed me to heart, and I know just the place to put that to good use.
You watch as Eos turns to Winter. Can you get him there? And she nods back. You watch as Eos takes a step backwards and vanishes from reality. Winter pats you twice on the shoulder, getting your attention.
I turn to her.
She gives you this nod. She stares at you in the most serious fashion you've ever had her stare at you before, and she just gives you this nod, like acknowledging nod, like, are you with me?
I give her a nod. Very purposeful. Very purposeful task is right now. Straps his gear a little bit tighter and then nods his head up towards the mountain.
You watch as she does a quick sharp whistle, and you watch as her griffin runs into the cave, all poofy and fluffy and excitably.
Task gets on first.
Okay, you get on first in the front, and she gets on behind you. But then she gets off and then gets in front of you, because she's like, yeah, that's not going to work. You get behind me. And she takes up the reins
Well, Tash just like kind of like apologetically like lurches back and just like, well, plus side, my fear of flying is gone.
She kind of looks and realizes, and she kind of turns to you and like looks a little confused, but then nods like, "Hey, you're right."
All right, let us go.
All right, she's gonna make a Griffin riding check. Yeah, stellar colors. You watch as she kicks the side of her Griffin, and it takes off into the air. Her Griffin is very small and thusly very fast. The air rockets past you as you guys take off into the air. You blend into the clouds as she rises up the Griffin into the air and out of sight. And here's where we're going to take a break.
Oh, thank goodness.
Woo.
I have to use the restroom. Let's go. I'll be right back.
Help, I'm still stuck in the pile of stuff.
Help me!
Help.
I realized when I was writing, I'm like, they've never taken a construct. They've only ever taken real people, so they don't know what a construct is.
What do you mean, real people?
Real people.
Like fleshy people. Come on.
I was like, haha, this is a very faulty thing they did, and then I failed, and I was like, you know what? I guess we're all losers today.
Oh, man.
And here I was hoping I could do something cool again, but no, all my energy was wasted on the last session.
Oh, man.
Obby's just burnt out, literally. What?
It's just we're fucking prisoners again.
But you're all together this time, kind of.
We're all in this together.
Oh, half. I'm still stuck.
We're
in the part
half
where
in this together.
There's some in this together. Oh, my tooth. Hey. I'm just gonna talk like this for a moment.
Okay. I gotta send Zito something.
I can't feel my jaw.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I want a video of it. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Give me a picture. There we go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All right, I'm back too.
Okay.
People are bullying me for saying tooth again.
What?
I'm sorry, I can't say the TH sound.
Oh.
Tooth. Teeth.
Whatever.
Oh.
Tooth is fine.
Tooth.
Okay. There we go. All right, I'm gonna grab something to eat, and I will be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Tooth, teeth, tooth, tef, tooth, tooth.
Poof.
I'm gonna try it actually. Tooth.
There you go.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
that was it.
Oh,
Yeah, that was it.
I hate it. Quite frankly.
Dude.
I'm sorry. English apologizes to you, Shen.
It better. It's stupid.
We can't all be amazing Germans.
Ow! I actually bit on my tooth. Ow!
Don't do that.
Oh no.
Well, they only did half of it, so I have to go back next week and do the rest of it.
How do they? That makes no sense.
Wait, they only did half the tooth?
How does
Yeah.
that?
What the fuck?
Yeah, for
Well,
real.
it's because the first time I went, they literally drilled into my tooth to get to the nerves, which
Sure.
hurt like a motherfucker. I've never cried so immediately before.
Right.
And they put in the medicine to kill it off. One side of it was killed off. The other side of the tooth is still alive.
What you didn't realize that there was a secret hidden pocket root in there.
pocket root.
Hidden tooth.
Yeah, but they actually didn't want to remove the nerves today yet because they weren't dead fully.
Torture. That's why.
Well,
That's why they go in and rip it out while you're still
Yeah,
numb.
they fucking they ripped that motherfucker out of the mouth.
No, they let it. I don't know. It didn't hurt. It doesn't hurt as much as I'm making it out to be. It's just a little pull. It's they had to be really careful with me because I am super sensitive to pain.
Right.
I am ultra sensitive to pain.
So they probably only ripped out one nerve, and then they're gonna have you come back and rip out the second one, which fucking sucks because then that means that then you have to wait another 2 weeks to go back and actually get the proper thing fixed.
Yes. But it was really fine because they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna numb the shit out of your face. And then they went underneath like I explained earlier and I couldn't feel anything afterwards. But then when they went back in, all I could hear was it. I was like, oh god.
No, I mean that's what they did with me. They hit up 3 different nerves in my mouth with Novocaine, and then it all centralized in that one quarter of the mouth. I couldn't feel anything. Then
but the thing is, they said to me that usually it should have worked immediately. The problem is my tooth was so surrounded by an how do you call it?
like your gum or
Yes, my gum was if it's like not infested. Fuck, what does that mean? If it's a wound.
Did you have an abscess?
Infection. I had an infection all around my nerve.
Okay.
Like it was really bad. That's what they told me.
Was it like a bump kind of thing?
Wait, what?
Was it like a bump on your gum line?
No, it was literally inside the tooth.
It was probably the infection was inside where the nerve was.
Yes.
That's what happened to me. That's so weird.
Well, to be all right. Well, here's the thing: is that when they did my tooth, Gaijin, did they like drain your tooth full of this like liquid to kill the rest of the inside, or?
See, that's the thing, because I'm not sure. Because what they did is they numbed that area, then they cut into the top part, and then they just immediately started scraping
No, they couldn't do that with me.
Yeah, because that's what they did with me. I was like, all right, so you signed me up for the thing that knocks me out, right? Nah, we didn't do that. It'll just be faster this way. What did you say? Oh, it wasn't as bad.
No, yeah, the thing is because it's just they're a smaller dentist, so they're actually not allowed to do that.
See, they had to make me write paperwork for that.
There has sometimes it depends. Like,
they said if the numbing agent didn't work, they'd have to send me somewhere else.
That makes sense. So your dentist wasn't well equipped with the medicine and didn't have have either the bankroll or the paperwork to do it and not be liable.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. I'm actually really, really relieved because the pain I was going through before it all started was so much worse than everything I'm going through right now.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Did it make like the tooth pain I had? Like I couldn't sleep. Like it when I laid my head down on the pillow, and it was just like no fuck.
Yeah,
it
last time I had dental work done, I was in agony.
I have this thing where my teeth are really good because genetic wise.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I hate you. I hate you, Monty.
I'm sorry. Oh, trust me. Kurt is pissed because he had to get braces for like 1,000 years, and then the doctor looked at me and went, "Nah, you're fine," and I'm like, "Sweet."
For once, I would love a surgery. For once, I would love a surgery that does not affect my mouth in some way.
Yeah.
It's every freaking time. It is no. Here's the thing. There's a surgery I had. I'm not going to go into just details about what happens. It's called gum line surgery, and it is the worst fucking thing. That's what happens when part of your gum line is a little bit low. They find some extra flesh.
Yeah.
Put strap on down there. Yeah. So, anyways, everything's terrible, and I hate it.
Also, my wisdom teeth came in straight. It was really like all the dentists were like, "Ooh, because they were looking." But here's the thing. Here's the problem, though. Like they were like, "Wow, your wisdom teeth are coming in straight perfectly." The problem was my jaw was too small to accommodate more teeth. So they were like,
you and your small mouth.
They were literally like, "Oh, it would be really cool to see your wisdom teeth grow in. You could keep them." But they're like, "There's 2 reasons why. One, we need to get rid of was one that's you don't have space in your mouth for these teeth, like on your jawline, and 2, they're just gonna get covered by gums and just rot away anyway." So they're like, "We're just gonna." Plus, when they were growing it was so annoying. Like it was so painful and frustrating. because I could feel them like breaking through the gums, and so the dentist is like, "We'll just get rid of them." Nice thing was is because they were coming in straight, they did all of them at the same time because there was no point in not doing that. So
one is completely 90 degrees to the right, so I have to fucking deal with that now.
Let me throw this out there too, because I know Chad is freaking out, being like, "Root canals, oh god." If you got a half decent dentist, I will say this: I actually fell asleep during my root canal.
Wow, they did a good job.
Yeah,
Man, I wish.
It just basically felt like when they actually had the file going into my tooth, into my root system. It just literally felt like someone was softly poking at my tooth, and I actually got bored and fell asleep.
Well, that's what it was like for me as well today. It felt more like because I don't know, it was really weird because after they finally injected like from the underside of my tooth, I couldn't feel anything anymore, and then they went in with a really fine needle, and all I heard was, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call out some bits and subs here.
Sure.
Real
I was gonna say the worst thing for me in terms of like mouth wise, like I mean, obviously coming out of like anesthetics never fun, but like when I had my abdominal surgery, they put a tube down my throat, and I could tell they put a tube down my throat because when I woke up and tried to talk, it was like it was awful.
Oh my.
Anyway. Go ahead and read us.
So I gotta tell because I have plenty of stories, but I'm gonna tell my most recent one. Now I found out one of my teeth was dying as they said, "Oh, your tooth has gone necrotic," and I'm like, "No, that's a D&D damage. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that adjective. I don't like that adjective being used to talk about something in my
rotting
life.
flesh, except it's bone. It's quote unquote luxury bone.
So something I chewed on broke my tooth in half. It was like a hairline fracture that went down the tooth below the gum line. So it slowly died. Now I'm going to tell you when one of your nerve endings slowly dies, it's painful. It's painful. So I had to go get my tooth removed. So they're like, "All right, we can all right, so what we can do is we can drill open your tooth, pull the roots up, reconnect it all. It'll be about $700, or for $400, we'll yank the sucker out." Yank. $400. So I felt them put the vice on my tooth, and like I felt the dentist putting his foot up beside my headrest. Get out! You son of a... Dude, it was like, okay, we're gonna feel a sharp jerking motion.
You're gonna feel a pinch now.
No, this is the best part of the story. It's one of my favorite fucking dentist stories. It'll never be topped. So I asked if I could play music. So I said, okay. So I just have my playlist going. So now when they were doing it, Freebird was starting up. And I kid you not, and it's so great. I was trying not to laugh while it was happening because it was a mixture of terror and this is happening. You know when the part of Freebird when not you know when that starts like when it drops for the next half of the song, that is when he started pulling and yanking back and forth. And it was, I don't want you to know, like I'm never gonna have any dentistry thing ever be that perfect ever again in my life. And it's like everything else is gonna pale in comparison. It's just you couldn't write, you something you would expect at a TV show. It was fucking funny. All right,
Sitcom levels of silly.
Oh, dude, it's like an Always Sunny in Philadelphia moment.
We need to get going, so hurry up.
Skull J, Hellfang Wolf, the Bagel 07, Ebon Sky, Nefast the Fox, Kim U Reaper. Oh, salute, Headshot, salute, Basil the Lovable, Vexicus X, Hellborn, Rider, Protoss 103, Keyblade, Forger, 96, Jovial Tanuki, thank you so much. Robe dropping an additional 10,000 bits right before the stream started. Behold, Tubbs and Remy combined. Bammy. Thank you, Perp. Kinja Crusader with the 500 bits, beginning the chaos. Now, how the guy was a pirate. How is it Oriar as well doing? Oh, God. We never asked. Kai Reason
with Gram. Scott is with Gram. Yeah, he lives with Gram.
He lives there now. He actually lives in the basement. Oh, Kai Reason with 1,000 bits. Sorry to be late. I was hoping to return a character soon. I hope it's a good return. P.S. Monty, have you played Dust and Elysian Tale? Because when you introduce... Oh, Prince Division stuff. Sorry, I can't say anything. King Kami down to 1,000 bits, just as it's back down to sprinting bathroom break, and that's where we are going to take a break. My hubris! 400 bits salute. Thank you so much. Blackfoot Ferret with additional 5,000 bits. Gets Bosco and all his characters a healing potion subscription service. Holy crap, dude. RPG HP. Thank you so much. Tom Matone with 1,000 bits. I am almost garbage from dental school. How do we feel when patients feel pain? But sometimes infections stop anesthesia from working. Shit. Blackfoot Ferret with one leap bits. I took all 4 of my wisdom teeth at once with a wrench. That was fun. And I make things up. Waters DB91. Thank you guys so much for the 500 bits apiece.
All right, you guys good to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Task.
Yeah.
As you make your way in the dawning sun, you see smoke off in the distance to the north of where you're going. As Winter's Griffin coasts over atop the orc village, you see some of the buildings smashed. The telltale signs of combat, just giant scorch marks in the ground.
What do I roll to confirm my suspicions that that's not the work of everyone else, but something a little bit more sinister?
I'm going to say perception check.
Oh, 9.
Okay, Winter's going to roll 2. Okay. Winter begins to bring the griffin down to a descent, wanting to get a closer look. Eventually, you guys both come down to a landing.
All right, well, let's I'm going to attempt to find anything that resembles I don't know, that resembles the guys.
Okay, roll a investigation check.
17.
Okay. You make your way into the center of the orc village and you see almost like a laid out pile of bodies, more or less, of what remains of certain bodies, half of which have been just burnt to cinders. One of which appears to be the orc chieftain who you remember talking to. And he has a giant, it looks like his head was decapitated. And you would recognize that sort of clean, brutal work anywhere from Borky. The giant scorch marks are a bit of a mystery, though. You don't know what that's about, and it's kind of extremely concerning.
Yeah, all right, well, Tass will just, look at the body. Well, they've been here.
You see Winter waving both of her arms in a distance away from you.
Head over to where she's waving.
As you make your way forward, you see a footprint in the ground that she points out to you. A large draconic footprint, massive and deep in scale.
Task pinches his eyes, just letting out a very low growl. This will be over soon. When his body lays dead on the floor, and the blood pools out of him, and I cut his head off, this will all be over soon.
You watch as she does a sharp whistle and her griffin runs back over and she immediately remounts.
I get back on. We have to go up the mountain.
She takes off towards the mountain. Using the flight you use with the pedal copter, because you did do this and you did pass the check, you're able to guide Winter up a specific path that leads to the small opening in the shield, the sky shield that the kobolds have made. There's a small little opening where the pedal copters can come in and out.
Right.
You manage to coast around and find that hole as Winter begins to guide the griffin that way.
Are we in the town now?
You guys fly in and you scratch across the ground, crashing into various different pieces of tools and metal as you hear a voice go, "What? How dare you, you thief!" And he kind of charges you as, I believe his name was Ratchet?
Yes, old Ratchet.
Yeah, old Ratchet. He grabs you and drags you off the griffin and pins you to the ground and stares right out with one big giant eye.
Tash just sighs, audibly groans, and pushes the old man off.
Ah! You watch as he kind of flips over onto his back.
I know what is done. I can tell you where it crashed, but I can tell you this now. It's not in one piece.
You crashed it!
That aside, you have 2 more. There are bigger concerns now.
Son, you watch as 2 other kobolds kind of begin to gather around the commotion now.
People in chat are, not chat, but someone on Discord is yelling at me, Old Rusty.
Oh, it's Old Rusty. That's right. I had the names. I am so unprepared. I am
Dude, it's fine. Listen, I believed it. I know who he is.
Too many names. Too many kobolds.
Too many characters. Huge campaign.
Too many kobolds. You make your way. Where are you going? Winter looks perplexed. Like she's like, ooh, like looking at all the different mechanical whirring things, and like as you guys are walking, there's like a cuckoo clock, and she like kind of jumps and terrified. It says cuckoo. She's like pulls out a knife on it. Is like terrified.
I pat her hand and I lower the knife. It's fine. It's fine.
She kind of snorts and puts the knife away, looking at the clock as it sucks back into the clock.
There will be plenty of time for me to bring you up to speed. Right now, I have to find someone. I'm looking for what's her face? Oh God.
I remember this one, Gadget.
Gadget, yes, I'm looking for Gadget.
As you kind of walk through, people kind of turn towards you, and eventually you find Gizmo, her twin brother, who is currently like digging through screws. It goes, no, that's an L screw. I need a 7 screw. A 7 screw, I said. 7! Can you count? And you watch as like a little kobold goes running through and grabs. That is an 8! I need a 7!
Gizmo.
Oh! Your friends left.
Yes, I'm aware they left. Did none of you see a horde of dragons flying around the base of the mountain?
We don't really look down the base of the mountain, really.
In the sky!
We did see something flying through the sky.
And what was it?
Well, it clearly had 2 wings, quadrupedal, and he kind of starts running through the full like physiology. Oh,
3 heads.
Oh yes, there was one with 3 heads.
Task holds his face. Oh fuck! Where's your sister?
She's working on the project.
I grab Winter by the hand and I run up to the hangar.
Oh no, it's not that way, son. Remember, you crashed it down the ways down the mountain.
Task just like holds his face. Fine.
Here,
Gotta get back.
Gizmo throws you a bag.
I catch it.
Screws, she'll need them.
Is there anything else needed to get that machine operational again?
You'll have to ask her. I'm on screw duty.
Fuck. There's the funny we needed. Task stops, holds up a finger for 2 seconds, and then just shakes his head and then runs back to the griffin.
Winter looks perplexed and runs back to the griffin too. You see now as a bunch of kobolds are pointing out wrenches towards the griffin that's just kind of standing there kind of looking around at the different little kobolds as all of them are like, what is this thing?
It's made of flesh. Leave it alone.
You watch as one kobold goes, oh God, that's worse.
All right, I will navigate Winter to fly towards the crash site.
All right, you guys see currently an absolute cavalcade of about, I'm going to say 20 kobolds currently working on the giant dragon.
How does it look in comparison to when I crashed it?
The wings have been fixed. It's kind of up on scaffolding now. That's what they've had to do to try and get into kind of the stomach portion and different parts of it. It works. It'd be definitely a lot easier if it was hanging from a hanger, but they're making it work.
Okay. I fly down towards the site and I look to any kobold who's around. I guess all of them are going to see this griffin fly down and they're all going to be perplexed about that.
Yeah, people kind of scream and run away when the griffin lands on the ground and lets you 2 off.
Oh, please, Tash just says out loud, where is Gadget?
You watch as you see her holding a giant blueprint, and she kind of turns and looks towards you and folds up the blueprint and goes, hey! And she runs over. You're back.
I hand her the screws. You saw a 3-headed dragon fly by, yes?
Yeah, we did.
He's here. He was looking for us. He probably took everyone else. Is this thing operational?
We're having an issue with the power source right now.
I asked her to show us inside. What is Winter looking at right now?
Winter's just waving to the other kobolds. The other kobolds are huh? Looking at her and kind of following her. It's weird because they look almost besides the ears being because these kobolds are technically white. They're not really silver. They're silver because a lot of them have prosthetics or attachments that make them look silver. These kobolds are in fact white. Their ears are longer though, and their faces are longer, a lot like you. not like Winter. So Winter kind of looks like a weird mutant to them in a weird way.
Oh. Winter, whatever you do, don't let them come at you with gadgets. They will want to rip off one of your body parts and put on a new attachment.
You watch as her face turns like a certain shade of blue around the eyes, like, whoa, like scared, like, oh, jeez. Gadget kind of brings you over, and she lifts up one of the big, giant kind of front center parts, and there's a lot of armor to this thing. And you currently see where there used to be like almost like a sort of like honeycomb kind of cage. And it's just dormant. It's not moving.
Is it the system that Abby showed me before?
No, this is different. This is like kind of like a power supply or where a battery would be inserted. This is at the front chest of this construct.
Okay. So how do we get this operational then?
We're trying out different power sources. We're tried out well, I mean, you've seen what I had. We've tried.
You didn't try the chicken, did you?
We tried the chicken. The chicken blew a couple fuses, so we're not using the chicken. We've tried lemons. We've tried potatoes. We've tried tiny little water wheels. We've tried the hamster as well. And we've tried magical conduits.
Task looks over at Gadget. Can someone fit in there?
It's not for people. It's a power conduit. Anything that goes in there is used. It's like a fuel supply. We wanted a consistent fuel supply because powering something this big, and she kind of reaches up, and that needs a lot of power.
I would like to investigate it.
Sure, absolutely. As you kind of go thumbing around, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
11.
Look, if you were like, I don't know, like something that could live for forever, then yeah, maybe. But unfortunately, this requires a substantial source. You begin to hear a commotion off to a distance.
Turn to it.
You see a bunch of kobolds scrambling, silver kobolds scrambling. What? Gadget! Yes, that's me. What? He's here. What? What are you talking about? Robold! He's here! And you see now as the kobolds are following behind the tall, almost 6 foot tall robot kobold that you remember meeting on the mountain.
I go back out to greet him.
You run up to him and Gadget, like immediately, every single kobold falls to their knees, like, oh, like onto their hands and knees. And you watch as Robold turns back and goes, so it seems that you have made your way back.
A lot has happened since I've been gone.
Looks like you are back just in time.
Huh. That's cute. Apparently this thing needs a power source.
I have been made aware by Oriara's will.
Are you here to help us then?
I am here to provide. For thousands of years, I lay dormant at the top of the peak of the mountain of repetition. My position now is forfeit. To pay a debt. You watch as Robold turns down to you. By the gift granted by Oriara, the goddess of clockwork and craft, I shall power the beast. But I asked for someone in my stead to guard the mountain peak, a sacred job to protect Oriara's realm. You watch as Robold lifts up his staff, and he holds it to you, Task.
Oh, no.
If they have not returned to their home realm, or death has not claimed them, destruction not rendered their body to scrap, I ask you give this to Abi. For their will and Oriara's works is known and respected.
The little guy's brain's gonna explode when he gets this, you know that, and he will willingly accept it. I take the staff.
It is a good thing that he does not have a brain like yours.
I have a feeling that he will take this task gladly.
Gadget. Yes, Your Grace. Deconstruct me and use me as the conduit. Quickly. We must sneak in a test flight
if we are to ensure that this weapon of Oriara is completed.
Get the tools! You watch as she just runs over and starts barking orders, like, fanatically.
I grab her by the shoulder and I ask her to just calmly, I calmly ask her, all right, I know you got a lot on your mind, but point me in the direction where the dragon flew off.
I believe it went southward.
Off with you then.
You're not going out there without this.
No, of course not. Even though it's painful to know that I have to wait still. I just pray that they're all still alive.
All right, everyone, you heard it. Let's go. Move. Get me those L wrenches. Travis, stop eating sandwiches. Get back to work. Oh.
I ask Winter to come with me to the cockpit.
Winter walks inside this kind of large, cavernous cockpit. It's now kind of lifeless, given the fact that it's been crashed here. She kind of steps around, taking it in, her eyes and her head lolling around, taking in the certain sights.
Is the pod still intact?
The pod is still intact, yes. Looks like they fitted a new windshield.
We're going to make this thing operational. It's going to fly. We're going to bring down hellfire upon Darkus and that abomination of a god he's trying to rebuild.
Her eyes, like her brow purses, and she kind of looks at you somewhat angrily and nods firmly.
I'm going to be the wings as I point to the pod. That will hold me in place. I will keep the metal dragon aloft, though I don't know much of what else that can happen afterwards.
I don't think so. You watch as Gizmo kind of climbs up into the cockpit as well. This ain't one person production here, Paolo Reno. You gotta actually have a bunch of people in here. So I think it'd probably be best you take the cockpit and the controls. Maybe your lovely lady friend here, hello ma'am, she can take the wings. We can take the back legs, and then you're gonna want someone for, how many weapons does this thing have? You watch as another head pops in of Gadget, and she goes, I think it's got 3 weapon attacks. So we'll need someone to man each attack.
Do we have people here who actually are willing to join the fight in this?
Me and my brother, you kidding me? Flying the best machine we've ever made? Wouldn't miss it for the world. But we're gonna need a third.
Look over at Winter.
Well, we're gonna need a third plus her. Takes 5 people to manage this thing. So your strangely blunt friend, us.
This is Winter.
It's actually like mid-spring, summer, but...
That's her name, genius.
Ah, sorry, our bad.
Ooh, my bad.
What about old Rusty?
You know, it's just like they kind of turn to each other. If we wanted anybody to die in battle... they both nod. Yeah, we'll go get old Rusty. That'll
not
be
as
good.
a meat shield. Can he actually be a competent flyer?
Of course, he designed flying machines. How do you think we made the wings on this thing? We don't need to. They, as they exit the cockpit, they go, "We don't need to tell them there's a seatbelt." No, not at all. They just kind of leave.
Oh my god, they're gonna kill him and bring him. Well, the good news about that is that even if you do kill him, I'm sure he'll be so jaded and so angry that he'll just come back in the form of another robot.
I don't know if it works that way.
I mean, you can build him.
We do have the technology. You watch as Gadget just rolls around.
Thank you for picking up what I was throwing at you. Fuck yes.
The two of them descend out of the cockpit and begin to help, or like basically organize everybody else as they put together the rest of it. You watch as they transfer Robald's basically core into this thing as it kind of rises to life. I think we got it, Gadget says as she kind of stands back. All the kobolds kind of clean up around the work area.
All right. Well, if this thing is ready to go, I don't know if now is the time or if there needs to be preparations, but we need to move fast.
We need to do a test flight at the very least.
Very well. Let's go. No time like the present.
All right, everyone stand back. Test flight. Get the. You know what? Yeah, just know you watch. Just kind of barking orders. There's a guy who's like ready to do like a test flight report. And she goes, "Sure." And she just runs into the cockpit with you guys.
All right. Get in the pod, Shinji.
Yep. Winter takes one of the side areas and takes up the wings, and she's getting explained the mechanics of the wings by Gadget. And the rest of the kobolds take their place. Old Rusty just looks bitterly in his seat with his arms crossed.
I stop right behind him. I tap him on the shoulder.
What?
Your disposition is not pleasing, and it's not good for a well-oiled machine. Are you set to fly this?
Ha, son! I've been ready to fly since the day I was an egg.
That's the attitude I need and I want.
Now give me 1 second. I put on my seatbelt. All the other kobolds go, oh, it's kind of good. All right. Task, you step up forward and make your way to the controls, putting both hands on either lever. You take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. The sound of the rushing sands flying past your ears. You begin to feel the machine stir to life. We have movement, Gadget says as she kind of pulls and types on some of the controls.
I don't vision the machine anymore. I vision the realm I was with Tarisk the whole time.
The wings begin to... The whole machine lurches with momentum as you take off into the air.
What do I roll?
You roll nothing. I'm going to send you a stat block.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
Fuck. I got a Grundum. Chat, I got a Grundum.
It is slightly tweaked, and it is something that is from a book. And I'm very happy there was something already existing in a book, but I'm going to send it to you.
That's so rad.
Through Discord or through... Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, fucking hell. Holy shit.
All right. I'm going to try and find some appropriate music here. All right, you're taking off into the air. As you begin to fly upwards, you look down and you can see the peak of the mountain and all the kobolds, about 100 kobolds, like screaming and throwing their like little metallic goggles up into the air and cheering and hugging each other. You can see the peak of the mountain of repetition, the door in which you entered to go into Oriara's realm, left vacant now, the heart of Robald now within this machine.
All right, we head south to the last known location of the giant dragon.
All right, you think you're ready to do this? Gadget calls out.
Purely in that direction. We test it first.
Okay, let's do it. There's a forest nearby. We can test the weapons there.
Very good. All right, so let's head into the woods, find a vacant spot, and do some weapon testing.
All right. You manage to go into a nosedive, eventually releasing the wings aloft over this sort of expansive forest canopy. Up ahead, you can see a large rock formation, naturally carved from wind and rain.
Monty, I do have a question.
Yes.
Do I need to worry about ammo consumption for any of these abilities?
You don't know.
Fuck. Okay, find a vacant spot where there is the least amount of tree space. Target one tree, and I would like to use Eldritch Turret.
Okay.
What? All right, let's see what's all going on.
So 1d20 then?
Yeah, roll. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, so it's going to be 1d20 plus 18.
Okay. That's going to be 30 something. 32. So
32,
go ahead and roll damage.
yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Alrighty, and the damage is 4d8 force. Let me roll 4d8. 14. Oh, wait, no, 21.
All right. Phew, phew, phew! These 4 bolts launch out of the wings and immediately bombard the rock as the entire rock crashes to the ground as you fly through the smoke and twist. The dragon kind of does a quick barrel roll and flies out of the way of the debris as you fly on forward. Ha ha ha! I hit it! Mission successful! That was good! Good weapon fire! Recharging!
All right, cool. Because it says here as a multi-action, I can do 1 slam and then 2 uses of the turrets, followed by a stomp as one action.
Yep.
All right, so we have 1 more range attack before we get into close range combat. So, there's a secondary fire. Charge it. Same target.
All right. You kind of do like a quick once-over, flipping the wings over. You watch as Winter's in perfect, succinct control with you, as the dragon actually kind of drifts, and these jettison jets actually help you fly back. The ground beneath you, almost like waves of wind, kind of like an ocean beneath you of green as you fly back.
Fire the incineration beam.
All right. As you fly back, it's a rock. It can't make a dexterity saving throw. So you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm not going to say what it is until I roll it in chat.
Fair enough.
All right, so it really has to think about it. 11d10.
Okay. 58 points of damage. You fly back. This yellow and red fiery beam strikes out, and for a moment, there's like a moment of pause, and then a massive explosion as the rock is just blown to smithereens, and the trees around it are just knocked backwards into a large crater. Gizmo, Gadget yells out, "That's a direct hit!"
All right. Initiate close combat. I want to see if this thing can actually sustain itself in a punch. I'm going to stomp on the same location.
All right, you're going to stomp on what remains, the crater that remains?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. You hear as old Rusty goes, "All right, let's do this shit!"
I want to at least go through every one attack before this shit happens. So let's see. Stomps, it's one of its feet at a point on the ground within 20 feet of it. Any creature within a 20-foot radius must succeed a DC 26 saving throw or take straight up. Oh, wait, no, that's just the straight damage. So this is 60-10 and falls prone.
All right, go ahead. Yep.
39.
Just dust. There's nothing left. As you crash into the ground, the claws strike and swipe and bash into the ground. The ground shakes and cracks. You see off in the far distance a small kind of crooked mountain as a bit of rubble tumbles from the mountain.
How's the integrity of the construction?
Ah, it's fine, it's fine!
You all ready for this fight?
Oh, you got one more, Captain? Gadget calls out.
Okay. I pick up I guess I'm gonna fucking, like, have the machine pick up a tree and then use my slam attack on it.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll the hit and just roll the damage. You're gonna hit automatically.
Yeah, I figured as much. Roll 3d12 plus 10. Oh shit, I roll 3d10. Let's pretend that it's 3d12.
Yeah, you manage to you bring up the tree and just snap it in half. And you watch as Winter leans back from her chair and just gives you a nod.
Who's ready to kill a false god today?
They all begin to cheer, except for Winter, who can't. You hear as Gizmo goes, maybe tomorrow? And you watch he's punched in the shoulder by his sister. Oh yeah, today's good. Today's great.
I take off in flight. I look towards the direction where the three-headed dragon once was, and I fly towards it.
Okay. Meanwhile, The rest of you guys. For the sake of timing, this occurred the day after you guys arrived in the camp. So, you guys are still in the camp. You've all been split apart. Borky, you are part of assembling walls, lifting heavy, dark stones in grueling lines.
Do I know any? Have I noticed anybody I know from there?
Not really, no. There are people you kind of like, you don't really know their names, but you've seen them around.
If Borky tried to sing a working song, would he get in trouble for that?
You don't know.
Borky heard that threat of killing 5 people. That really fucked me up when I heard that. I'm like, shit, okay. Okay, Borky's just going to keep working silently and looking just to see how many people are watching them build the wall.
Okay. As you are kind of going about the line, there's probably about 20 half-dragons currently watching you, and there's countless other just dragons just idly looking about.
How high are we building this wall?
Very high. It's probably about, I'm going to say, like, starting 60 feet high.
Okay. So Borky's just been building the wall. This black stone, is it obsidian or is it just regular rocks?
It's regular rock that has been scorched.
Okay. So other people building the wall with me, is it most of the strong orcs?
Yeah, it's mostly strong orcs. It's humans, some Goliaths from Alivast, even some dwarves, some hardier, heavier dwarves, humans, and like lizard folk and various others.
Borky's gonna try something. Borky's gonna try and work even faster and harder.
Okay.
And make it a competition to see who can work the fastest.
Okay. A lot of these people, unlike you, have been here for a while and are very, like, they clearly are not eating well. And look, they're muscular, but they're not full energy. As you proceed to work. Additionally, you are in an assembly line. You are all chained together, working in tandem. So there's no rushing ahead of anybody in this situation.
Okay. I really feel powerless in this moment, so I think I'm just going to Borky's just going to keep working.
Okay. As you move, one of the orcs up ahead drops the stone, and you watch as one of the half-dragons brings out a whip and just starts whipping him until he picks the stone up again and scuffles forward with it. A lot of these Dragonborn and dragons speak in Draconic most of the time. They do speak in Common on occasion, but most of the time they're speaking in fluent Draconic.
Now, are people allowed to talk to each other?
You do people kind of like hushing whisper talking to each other. If they talk too loud or they're caught talking for too long, they're whipped. Anyone who talks or goads the guards usually are snapped up by a dragon. Like, they don't even get a moment to beg for forgiveness. Yeah, you notice one of the orcs from the Blood Axe clan, when they get whipped, tries to charge the line and retaliate, and you just watch as a red dragon just comes down like a vulture and just snaps him up, and he's just gone. And the chains are gone, and they just come and relink the chains and just pretend nothing happened as you guys proceed forward.
So are there like dragons in these workyards?
Yeah,
like walking alongside everybody?
They're just sitting on top of buildings and watching and just waiting. Like, they're honestly waiting for you guys to step out of line to have an excuse to eat something, delicious.
I wish a motherfucker would.
Man, this is really efficient. Okay.
Panic.
That's me.
You are on your hands and knees.
I bet.
Shut up. Just listen.
It's just like, I'm gonna set up this people, Sean. Now, Connor.
You
don't
walked
you
into
eat
that
this
one.
Pie. Don't
You walked into that one.
Now, Connor.
I'm
Okay, so I'm on my hands and knees.
despite all son of a bitch.
No, keep going. Keep going.
This was like screw duty. I didn't get the joke for screw duty, and then I realized it like 10 minutes afterwards. I was like, oh, god damn it.
Oh, typical me.
Archer phrasing.
Anyway, you are on your hands and knees with a big brush made of human hair.
Oh.
With a bucket of blood next to you, applying this blood.
It's not even horsehair.
Nope. They don't have horses here. They have other things here, and they're utilizing them.
Ugh.
You are painting more of those lines on the ground with other people, mostly human women and children. You are being told where to paint. You have like quite a few dragons, mostly like robed half dragons, dragonborn and kobolds wearing mage-like robes, pointing out specific points to paint. And if someone paints out of the line, you have to like scrape it away. And if you don't paint exactly where they want, they get more blood for those buckets.
So this is like a ritual circle then.
You assume so at this point. With the fact that they're being so meticulous and specific, then yes, this is definitely a grand scale ritual sigil.
Okay. So I have my brush. I have my. I'm just trying to think of. And I have these manacles and a collar around my neck.
Yeah.
Could I just see what happens? I'll cast thaumaturgy to try and turn my eyes green or something.
You flex your hand to try and cast a spell and nothing happens.
It's a vocal. Oh, okay, so it doesn't hurt me or anything.
No, you're not hurt. But there's nothing. You're like, but there's just kind of keep flexing your hand and nothing's happening.
Should I roll an Arcana check to see what sort of spell they might be trying to use with all this blood?
Sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Here I go. 8.
It's you have no idea. I mean, you could assume, conjuring, you could assume transmutation, but the scale of it is first of all, these runes are not these are draconic runes. These are not like anything you've ever experienced before. So, you don't know. But that is where you are. You are painting on the floor. Your knees get calloused and hard, and you are barked at constantly. Greckles.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you like peeling potatoes.
Oh, me with blades? Oh, fantastic.
You are currently using a stone, or a rough stone, to shave potatoes off, and you are being watched like a hawk. You are part of the food line right now, moving and peeling sacks of potatoes, cutting them up and handing them off to the next person down the assembly line.
Do I see a certain someone in this assembly line?
You do. You see Welch.
Without saying a word, I just look over at him, and I'm just trying. Can I insight him to try and get some sort of vibe of his state and such?
Sure, go ahead.
20.
Welch has never been one to shy away from a insane or intense situation. You've known the man to be a man of adventure and very crazy scenarios. He definitely seems more concerned about the people around him over himself. That's always been the kind of character he has been. In terms of his current situation, he's just keeping calm. He does seem perturbed by you being there, though. Like, not in the sense like, oh god, Greckles. It's like, oh god, why is Greckles here? Like, what happened?
All right, so since we both have criminal backgrounds, is it possible that thieves can't nonverbal communication?
Yeah, you can try to.
While peeling, once he has his eyes on me, I raise a single eyebrow and a very small smile. Hold up, just for a moment, hold up the stone dagger, tap it, and then go right back to work. I'm trying to convey that we're caught, but we're not without resources, and it's not over yet.
You watch as he's starting through the potatoes, picking out the ones that are bad and the ones that are good. And you watch as he kind of goes through, and at one point he kind of like drops a potato off the ground, and then like marks something in the mud and lifts the potato off the ground. You see a thieves' camp mark that basically says like, biding our time, jailbreak, only couple.
Only couple?
Only couple. So only a couple are trying to jailbreak, essentially.
Okay. Yeah. He'll nod at that. Two things that I very badly wanted to do while I'm in this line. I'm curious if there is anything. Now, I understand a lot of things are on fire, but I'm really curious what's flammable in anywhere from when we came in to where I currently am. I'm talking wood, hay, anything that could be flammable, just so I know.
Anything that would have been flammable has been burned, probably in the initial onslaught. Unfortunately, there are wooden houses, but it would take a great effort to catch them on fire.
Gotcha.
It is a great idea, but unfortunately, the dragons beat you to it.
Oh, no, that's what I figured. But I mean, this is what he does. Verbatim info. Second thing, he is listening so hard for Darkus's name. And just anything in common that he can hear. He's trying to hear what everyone else has to say about Darkus.
Okay.
Just anything.
Roll a perception check for me.
22.
You do notice that there's a couple of Dragonborn that do point you out and kind of talk about you, but you don't speak Draconic, do you?
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're speaking in Draconic, but they do point you out and do talk about you specifically that you notice. But beyond that, the only people who are speaking common are the people in this line who are just like, I need 5 potatoes, or can you cut this piece for me? Thank you. Like, kind of just like quick back and forths.
Mm-hmm.
Remy, you are working the blacksmith bellows with 3 other people. These giant, massive bellows. You have to rear them up and force them down to blow air over the coals. You are between a pretty muscular young human man, and a very large orc man with kind of like a beard kind of going on. It's strange as you kind of force the bellows down. You can't help but recognize this orc for some reason, and you don't know why.
Can I roll a perception check on him?
Sure, yeah. Roll a perception check on him.
14.
14. You've seen him before. You know you've seen him before, but you haven't met him before. You're trying to think really, really hard. And then you remember Vlad from the Mercs.
No.
And you remember the locket around his neck and the picture of the orc in the locket.
Oh, fuck.
You watch as he brings down the bellow and turns to you and goes, "What are you staring at?" As he lifts up the bellows again.
Sir, if I may ask, what is your name?
Omrog. He brings down the bellows again.
Did that jog his memory?
Yeah, that's the name of Vladimir's husband.
Okay. Yep.
By God, you're alive.
What? He kind of brings up the bellows. They bring them all down again.
Remy's gonna look around. Is there anybody else around?
There is currently a black half dragon that's kind of walking back and forth, pacing and just watching the production line close to you guys. But he just seems to be overall just looking at generally everything.
He doesn't seem to be hearing us talking, does he?
No, there are people talking, like the blacksmiths are talking to each other, but no one's just like, hey, let's escape. Like that would very clearly lead to death. But you know, they are casually talking about stuff. The dragons don't seem to fucking care though. They feel like they have complete control.
I don't know you. I know your husband.
You watch as he hitches a bit and looks towards you, and the human goes, hey! And they're like, oh, he kind of brings down the bellow. Vlad? Is he okay? He brings up the bellows.
Yeah, he's all right. I've worked with him. He's looking for you.
You see a variety of emotions going through his eyes as he kind of looks back down to the bellows.
I told him I would keep an eye out for you. I didn't think you would be here.
The gods of fate seem to be favorable. As he lifts up the bellows again.
Assuming we can get out of here. Yes.
Agasasala! You hear a yelling noise as you watch the black dragon come over with a whip and snap it towards you. It does 1 point of damage to you as it strikes across your back. Keep your mouth shut. He turns back and goes back to his watchfulness. Abby.
Yeep.
What are you doing, buddy?
I'm still trying to get out of that pile.
All right. You are currently sitting on top of the largest dragon horde you've ever seen in your life, because it's the only dragon horde you've ever seen in your life.
Oh boy. Yeah. Are any can from where I'm sitting, can I see anybody staring at me?
Roll a perception check.
Oh fuck yeah. Wait, where's my perception? There it is. That is an 8.
As you are looking around, the altar is notably vacant of Darkus, who you don't even know who that is anyway. But
Yeah.
there is that giant 3-headed dragon perched above, and you notice one of the heads, the green head, is just kind of looking at you, but it's like glazed over. It's not completely there.
Okay. I'm gonna start climbing down.
Okay,
But
down the
like-
horde.
But like on the other side from where that head is watching.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You just kind of like do 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 do.
Yep.
As you descend down, you kind of roll over like family lockets and heirlooms, swords and shields and armors. You do. I'm gonna randomly roll for something because this could be kind of fun.
Ooh.
You do find Borky's sword as you're kind of rolling down. This bright blue blade that kind
Oh.
of sticks out from the rest.
I'm gonna try and pull it out.
Okay,
and
roll.
take it.
Roll an athletics check to pull it out.
Oh god, no! Oh wait,
strong.
actually, please roll 20. Motherfucker!
Fine, that's enough. You like
Oh,
grab
good.
onto the hilt, and you like pull it, and you kind of like, and you watch as it comes out. You're like, great, and then it kind of creates this domino effect where a bunch of stuff slides along with it, and you kind of tumble back. But you have Borky's sword. It is very big. It is
Yeah.
much bigger than you are, but you have it, and you can tie it to your back if you wish to.
I will do that, yes.
Okay.
Or I can maybe like attach it somewhere. I don't know. My body's flexible.
Rivet it on.
I
Yep.
can't believe Obby just became Cloud Strife.
Oh, thank you, Box.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's actually magnetic, so like, whoop.
Exactly.
It just goes like, clunk. And he's gonna look around on how the hell to get out of here.
Around this giant horde, there is a patrol of half dragons. It's a little more scarce around here. You count about probably 10, but they're all very spread apart. walking around the centermost point of this horde. And there's one guard positioned right at the stairs, which you've avoided. You've gone the opposite way.
Okay.
As you've slid down.
This is tough because he can't really engage anything, or like there's gonna be problems. Oh, this is frustratingly hard for someone who doesn't know where the hell they are.
So, something I wanted to ask: when Obby grabbed a hold of the hilt, no reaction from Ronfault?
No, nothing.
Okay, all right.
Can I see if, from where I'm standing, if there's anything else in the pile that seems familiar from the group?
Sure. Roll another investigation check.
Okay. That is, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking cry.
A 7.
I swear.
To be fair, int is not your strongest stat.
No.
I feel your pain.
As you dig through, you don't find anything else. You just there's a lot of stuff here.
Damn it. This is so embarrassing.
You say with your woolen overalls and your sword that's way too big.
I really am Cloudstripe.
You just need suspenders.
That's what that's what Obby's wearing.
Oh yeah, that's
overalls.
fair. Yeah.
Overalls, right? They're wearing like Mario overalls. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and sneak and find the others then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Oh no! I will kill myself.
Oh, you just might.
As you kind of slide down the pile, not so gracefully, and do like when kids like roll down a hill on their side, like kind of spinning. You do so down the pile of treasures until eventually you're stopped by a foot, and looking down at you is a green half dragon, armed to the teeth in black plate armor.
Obviously, immediately gonna act like he's not activated.
Okay.
Just act like you fell over.
You're gonna play dead?
Yeah.
Go limp.
All right. He's gonna investigate you. Roll a deception.
Okay. Oh boy. Please, game. Motherfucker!
Oh god!
I really
roll 20.
wish Roll20 would go suck a dick.
He rolled a 7, so you're
my
god. You watch as he kind of like kicks you over, like just kind of flips you over onto your stomach and just kind of looks at you. And you watch as he kind of calls out to his buddy, whose name I'm gonna grab right now. 1 second. Hey, Pogranix! Hey man, come over here. You watch as a black half dragon walks over and goes, "There's some kind of like tiny dragon or something." Yeah, that's really neat, Quespa. I need to get back to my rotation. Yeah, but like, look at it. He kind of picks you up and holds you up. It's got like pants on. It was probably like a kid's toy or something. It's the size of a kid, man. Who would buy this, Quespa? Who would buy this for their kid? I don't know. Humans are weird. Let's just put it back. It's creeping me out, okay? Why is it creeping you out? It's like glowing. Oh. They open up your mouth and look inside. Oh shit, look at that. Hey, Quespa. Yes. Let's put something inside of it. Like, here. You watch as one of them pulls out an arrow. It's just tosses it. Goes, just put it inside. And they slot it into your mouth and it just foof. And they both go, whoa! And they like set you down. Quick, grab some more flammable stuff.
Hey, I am not happy about this. Hey, is it possible for me to cast banishment?
Sure. As the other
Oh my fucking god!
As the other half dragon runs off to find like rocks and shit to put in your mouth, the green dragon who initially found you, you cast banishment on him.
Oh yeah.
All right. Can you click banishment for me real fast?
Of course.
Oh my god.
Wait, did I not click it? Hold on. Wait. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Okay. So you attempt to summon one creature that you can see within range to another plane of existence. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish the target to a harmless demi-plane. While there, the target is incapacitated. And if they're from the place, they go back and all that jazz. Okay, so this is a charisma saving throw. Let me double check their stats here, because I was just folding things around here. That's not what I want. I want this stat page. Thank you. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna roll.
What? What is it?
Not exactly very charismatic.
Uh-oh.
That is going to be a 12.
What do I have to use my spell save DC?
So it's your spell save DC on your sheet, it should say.
It's a 15.
Oh my god.
Just
Hey, look at this stupid fucking dirt.
So that is good. He's gone. He disappears into a different realm. You are standing there with your pants on by yourself. Where are you running to? Because the other guy is like currently rifling through a barrel and is not aware that his buddy is completely gone from this realm.
I'm going to run like away and around the pile.
Okay, you run. You're like, are you running around the path that's around the pile, or are you just gonna like?
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay there.
Okay. As you run around the pile, you watch as a red dragonborn half dragon now is like making his rotation around towards your direction as you're running towards him. You're like, oh, you stop. He hasn't noticed you yet.
I'm gonna try and dive into the pile.
Oh my god.
You jump into the pile and the sound echoes across, and the red half dragon is like, huh? And kind of runs over towards the movement in the pile with his sword out and then moves towards it.
Abby's gonna wait.
Hey,
oh, no.
I heard something.
God. Roll a stealth check for me.
Whose footprints are these?
My god. Here we go again. Oh no. Where's my stealth? Oh fuck.
This is the best.
Oh. Fuck a cock, roll 20. I swear to God.
Everything is going wrong for me now.
That's an out one for everybody on the podcast.
Which is a 0.
I'm sorry, but I can only explain what happens through a GIF. Because it's the best way to explain what happened. I have to find it.
Oh, it's the Hokuto no Ken one, isn't it? It's where he's hiding in the hay barrel.
Yeah. I can't find one though. It's not like it's just all edits. Fuck me.
Quick,
but it is that
channel.
It's where he's like this guy puts his hand into the horde and eventually reveals you, Abby, as you stare right back at him. He goes, huh?
Abby's immediately gonna cast blindness deafness on this dude.
Oh my god. This is wacky. The wacky adventures of Abby.
Oh no! This is Metal Gear.
This is the protector of Oriara's realm, ladies and gentlemen.
Abby just looks at the camera. This is what I call a pro gamer move.
Poggers.
Can you click on blindness, deafness, and what do I need to roll?
Pobbers.
So it's Constitution saving throw.
Okay, they're a little more constituty.
Fucking pulls up Bobby by the foot, and he's doing the Poggers face, and he goes blind and deaf.
Yeah, there you go.
So he rolled an 8 with his bonus.
No.
God. Oh my
God.
So what do you
So
want
you
him to
can't
do?
hide, but they can't save.
I want him to go blind.
Okay, you watch as he looks at you, and it's like, hey, and you watch as the eyes, like his entire eyeball just turns black, like this like liquid black ink just kind of runs over his eyes, and he's like, and kind of like staggers around and falls to the ground. His sword clang, 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 lands on the ground as he kind of claws at his face. What do you do?
I'm going to immediately bolt for it.
Okay, where are you going?
Oh man, where am I going? I'm gonna search wherever there is nobody.
All right, you run across the path and eventually like leap into a house where the window's been busted open and kind of hide inside of the house. You kind of put your back up against the wall and look out as you watch like a dragon kind of lumber by and scream at these half dragons, go, "What are you doing? Get up on your feet!" He kind of snarls at them. You watch as the one dragon, the half dragon you banish, just like, "Captain, I just had an out-of-body experience."
I'm turning into a cow. Can I be excused?
You're excused.
"Get back to work!" He snarls, and they all kind of scatter and go back to their positions, leaving you inside the house safe.
Ooh boy.
I live here now.
Yeah, is there anywhere I can hide it?
Abby, you need to save right now. You need to save your spot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hide underneath a table inside.
The quick save button is F11.
He's gonna do like he's gonna dim himself really down so the flame inside of him is like really tiny.
Okay. Yeah, you dim down, you hide underneath, you grab like a tablecloth and like wrap it around yourself. As you sit there. The rest of you guys, as the dawn comes, you are actually brought off of your duties and taken to barracks and lodgings. It is cramped, it is uncomfortable, and you are all sleeping together, still all chained together in beds.
You're chained to the bed?
You're chained to each other in the beds, essentially.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are all separated. None of you are within the same barracks because you're all parts of
That's what
different
I was
functions. You guys do get a meal courtesy of Greckles and others.
Wait, does that mean that me and Remy are chained together as well? Was the order we were before?
No, you guys were separated into jobs. So you are chained with the people who you do your work with. So you're Panic, you're with all the people who are painting all day. And Remy, you're with Vlad's husband and everybody else who was working the bellows and who was working as a blacksmith. Borky, you're with all the heavy boys, and it stinks, by the way, in your barracks. Everyone smells like cement. Yep.
Were we building swords and shields and stuff?
Armor, weapons, fortifications.
Remy's brother is a blacksmith. Would Remy have been able to make minor flaws in everything he builds?
Not when you're working the bellows, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just keeping the coals going. So unfortunately,
okay, so we're not actually forging the weapons.
No, that's the blacksmiths.
Okay.
The blacksmiths were doing that.
Got it. Okay.
They were the ones. They were the people that these half dragons were watching very meticulously for that exact reason.
Fair enough.
You guys all during the day fall asleep. It is an awful sleep, but you have a sleep nonetheless. You guys regain all your hit points.
Oh, thank God.
And your spell slots, but it doesn't really matter because you can't really use them. You've all discovered this at this point.
Could I perhaps, for all the people in my barracks, could I perhaps do Song of Rest for them?
Is that a magical effect? Because that will not work.
It doesn't really specify. I think it's just a bardic thing.
Okay. If it has like
you're gonna have to ham bone it, dude.
I can sing or like hum.
Does it do any healing or add any bonuses or say it's a charming effect?
What it does is it allows them to add more to their hit die when they roll it.
Okay.
So
I'll say
it aids in their natural healing.
I would say then I will allow it.
Okay.
If it was like, they would heal or they'd something like that, I would say
no. It is not a magical healing ability. I can't do it.
You hum a song and you inspire people. You ease their hearts. Like there's like a woman and a child kind of sobbing in the corner, but you manage to alleviate them and they actually like calm down. And you allow them to go to sleep.
Where am I in relation to Welsh?
You guys are right next to each other.
Oh boy. Before I get into my shtick, did anyone want to do anything else?
I was going to talk to Vlad's husband real quick, but I can go after
Go for it. No. You do that. You do that.
Oh, all right. I'm going to find him in our barracks. Assuming he's not sleeping.
Yeah, he's right next to you because you guys are both working the bellows. He's kind of lying on his back. His arms are kind of like resting on his chest as he's looking up at the barracks above you guys.
Alivast. When you get out of here, that's where you need to go.
I know, that's where I'm from.
Oh. All right, well, I just wanted to make sure. Could you do me a favor when you see him again? Tell him to keep an eye on the boys if I don't make it back.
Can you do me a favor?
No, because you're going to make it out of here.
Can you do me a favor? He gets kind of firm with you.
Sure.
If I don't make it back, you tell him I love him, all right?
Of course.
He kind of lays back on the bed. Now quiet down your voice. The dragons are on the roof.
Remy will nod and put his head on the pillow.
There's no pillow. It's just
Put
like
his head on the fucking grate or whatever.
it's just for you. It's just dirt, and then above that is like stone. It's awful.
Yep.
Greckles. You're in like a barn. There's like a dead, rotted horse carcass in the corner of the room, stinking up the place.
Mon, are you ready for a whole bunch of thieves can't talk?
Yeah, we'll just assume that's what you're doing while you have this conversation.
Oh heavens, yes, because it's going to be. I'm hoping you catch on what I'm putting down. So
you're like Morse coding back and forth.
It's never Roger knife kill a man, Skipper.
A lot of this conversation is going to rely on context. So, so he's right next to me, right?
Yeah, he's like laying right next to you, but he's ignoring you. He's been ignoring you like every time you guys run into each other. He pretends like he doesn't know you.
Right. He just looks straight forward, and in the quietest hush whisper, "How many?"
Too many to count, and they have reinforcements coming and going every day. The biggest threat are the 3 big dragons, 2 ancients, and then the 3-headed one. The little ones are fearsome in their numbers. I mean, they're flying around like crazy. I can't get a proper count of them.
How many for the other thing?
At least 100 half-dragons. And probably around 200 kobolds. And
Above
another 100 dragonborn.
Above game, he's trying to ask how many people were in on the jailbreak.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, you have to specify. Like, that's fine. You can specify.
I mean, that's I mean, I'm trying to can't, so he can pick up on it, but other people cannot.
Welch kind of turns and goes, about 50 people.
Resources.
None.
Ideas.
It's a pipe dream, Greckles.
He smirks at that, and just a single one of his eyes just turns to just look at Welch.
Really?
Really? We tried once before. We lost 15. And they weren't even involved.
We bide time. There's
Absolutely.
more. There's more. There's more than you know.
I'm sure. He kind of rolls over and goes to sleep.
Welsh,
What?
give me your hand.
No.
No. This is important.
No, I can't. They're gonna watch and they see us.
Can I perception check to see if they actually see? Or if there's anyone looking in?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'm curious. 16?
You don't see anyone, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
In that case, Greckles is going to turn the opposite direction. So like back to back, and then slowly bump his head next to Welsh's so he feels that metal dart.
Okay. Welch, you don't see him, but you hear you have a death wish, but I like your energy.
And we go to sleep.
Yep.
That's so he knows it's there.
You guys rest during the entire day, the sound and the heat of the sun rushing through. As sunset breaks, you're all roused loudly from your sleep by yelling and the sounds of steel on steel as these half-dragons run in and bash their swords on their shield, yelling and barking at you to get up.
Now up we get.
You all scramble to your feet, but you're not taken to your jobs. You feel a sense of cat. Sorry.
Sense of cat.
I feel a sense of cat. Weird.
Meow.
Matilda, how'd you get in here?
Meow, meow, meow. I want some more sleep now.
There's a sense of forlornness as everyone is gathered and brought around the altar. Every single person, slave-wise, is brought around the altar. Abby, as you kind of get roused, you hear the sounds of footsteps outside of the door, and you kind of peek out of the window, looking out towards a sea of people. You watch as Darkus steps up the altar steps. This is really dramatic, this music.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I want to ask, is that like everyone there or only like...
He's got like a band behind him. Just
Right.
A big band.
It's been an honor playing with you, gentlemen.
Monty, if I look out of the window, do I see like everyone, like also the guards and stuff there, or is it only...
The inner circle is all mostly the slaves, all kind of strung around. Behind all of them are just tons of guards.
Okay. If I were to leave
you would be caught. You'd be caught immediately.
Never mind then.
Yeah, you are like surrounded.
I thought there was like a way
you
out
even feel as dust kind of falls from the roof as you can hear the sounds of the groaning of wood as a dragon has appeared to have perched on top of the house you're hiding in.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. You watch as Darkus walks up to the altar and calls out in Draconic. Does anybody speak Draconic?
Wait. Wait. Hold on. Do I?
You might.
You're constructed by kobolds.
I
so maybe.
do!
Would me?
Yeah!
All right. So you understand this as Darkus calls out to the crowd and goes, "Brothers and sisters whose fate decreed by humbled punishment, another day has dawned and a night has beckoned following. Can you not feel the surge running through your blood?" And you begin to hear, as all you guys are standing there, you have no idea what he's saying. It sounds like nonsense. But you watch as all the dragons begin to roar and the half-dragons kind of raise up their weapons and cheer. And immediately panic, like a woman next to you just bursts into tears. And Remy, as you stand there, you see Vlad's husband, Omrog, kind of sweat in place and shift awkwardly in his feet. As it is now, the wonderful Instruct looks down upon us. And he turns and raises both hands at the three-headed dragon perched atop the altar. Very soon we shall be all under his wing. And the metallic dragons that have cursed us so shall be reduced to slaves and dust. As our beautiful past once decreed. But Instruct's will is not so consistent. And as every day has dawned, we shall pick 5 for each head to satiate him. And you watch now as the half-dragon's been combed through. And you watch as Darkus raises hand and goes, "There is one special ingredient to today's feeding." And he looks down and catches your eyes in the audience. Borky, Greckles, Remy, and Panic. Everybody roll a d20 for me.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Not me, yes.
Not you. No, not
Okay.
you or Avi.
13.
Wait, what?
God, help me.
10.
Also 10.
Wait, I'm not supposed to roll? Yes.
7.
No, you're not supposed to roll.
Okay.
Okay. You watch as Darkus scans the audience and his eyes land on you, Borky. And you feel your blood run cold. Zork, he points, and you watch as one of the Dragonborn half-dragons grabs you and shoves you forward, going up the steps. You watch as the crowd begins to scream as 4 other individuals are taken.
I immediately fight back against the guy.
Okay, roll a...
I hit him in the head with... I grab him, and I try to...
You can't grab him. Your hands are manacled, so you cannot grab this guy. Roll athletics with disadvantage.
Alrighty. 16.
Okay. Oh, they have a bonus to that. That's perfect. That's gonna be an 18. You kind of like try and get out of their grasp, but they're strong. These are fully armored, well-armed individuals. As you are shoved up the stairs, you watch as a woman from your faction, Panic, is grabbed and dragged up the stairs as well, and she starts screaming. You watch as Omrog is grabbed from you, Remy, and is shoved forwards.
Can I do something real quick?
Are we allowed to act?
I wanted to say, oh shit. Okay, we're all of us trying to get out the door at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, I want to add, Monty, it's up to you if we can do anything.
I mean, there's not really much you can do. You guys are manacled, and like, there's a lot of guards around.
I can do.
Borky wants to say something as he's being dragged up there and yelled at everybody. Am I allowed to?
Well, let's wait and see what everybody else is doing before we get
All
you
right,
up
go
the
ahead.
stairs.
You go first, Connor, and then I'll go, and then Borky.
Can I try to talk to Ith?
Yeah, you can.
Ith, are you there?
Lost, 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 lost.
Lost? You mean you can't hear me? Is it because of the manacles?
Call, lost, hold.
I can feel its influence inside of me.
You can, yes.
Right?
The manacles don't seem to stop that.
I'll bide my time for the moment.
Okay. Remy, you watch as 2 half-dragons come over and grab Omrog by the shoulders and shove him forward, breaking him from the line.
I'm going to scream up at Darkus, up at the top of the thing. And Remy's going to call out. Put him back in the line. If you wish a sacrifice, then bring the non-believer. You are the false idol of a false god. Bring me up there, you coward!
He just turns from you and smiles, just grinning these white, pristine teeth as Omrog is dragged forward and you are held back by 2 guards. Greckles, one from your line is taken as well. An old dwarven woman is dragged up the steps. And lastly, someone who is probably just in charge of, you have no idea, is brought up quietly and mournfully steps up the stairs. All 5 of these individuals are brought up, Borky leading the charge.
Borky just says top of his lungs. And that's what happens when you follow a god that needs pieces of garbage like us to feel full. when in fact Oriara is on their way back to this plane. Oriara and those of their kind will always be a thorn in your side.
Shut up! The half dragon is gonna bash you over the head.
I go into a rage.
Okay. That's
I
actually
go
gonna
into
miss.
a- I
He is
go
not
into
gonna
a-
hit you.
I go into a rage.
Someone give
And
me help with this as you kind of like begin to struggle against them.
And you'll never take the city of Alivast either. Because it's not one group of people like dragons. It's everyone around the damn place. Every last... Oh, by the way, I want... And to show you the strength of Alivast, I'll show you this. And Borky's going to try with all of his might to flex out of his chains on top of the plinth.
Oh,
right.
God.
Go-
While... I'll go ahead and make the roll, but...
Go ahead, roll an athletics check with advantage.
While Borky is making this huge ruckus in this
19.
huge scene, how far away from this? I'm assuming there's like a stage for this
Yeah,
sick show.
it's a
How
fair
far
way
away are we?
I'm gonna say probably that's about 30 feet away from the plinth.
Could I
Bork,
try
as
to
you
slowly move closer?
As you flex and try and get out, unfortunately, the it's a 20 saving throw. You're just one under. Pull, and you watch now as two half dragons now grab you and pull a cloth over your mouth and gag you and shove you forward and latch you to a placement in front of the three-headed dragon.
While he was making that scene, could I try to slowly creep closer towards the stage?
As you begin to move closer, the two other people on either side of you are kind of like, oh, as you kind of pull them forward with you. And they look up to you kind of perplexed.
I look at them like, trust me.
Roll a persuasion check.
19.
They both nod. These two women both nod to you. They're older. They're like maybe in their 40s.
I'm gonna slowly move up closer towards the stage.
Borky, as you
and-
stand there, like with your mouth covered, two of the individuals have accepted their fate. Their heads are a little down, and you watch as Darkus slowly pulls out the two kopishes.
While this is happening, can Abi just in his state that he's sitting there, just go like,
Oriara, we need you. Please contact me. Oriara, please.
Abi.
Your Boltiness?
It is time for the world to see my wonders. You all hear a roar over the sky.
with that, I want Abi to come out of the house and just stand there.
As you hear a sound roar over the sky as heads turn to the north. Task, what do you say?
The mouth opens up. In Draconic, out comes Task's voice screaming out, Darkus, your greatest mistake has come!
And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was a great finish, John. I'm going to break these cuffs. Ah, damn it.
Dude, Curdy would have been so good. I was like, oh my god, you could like start fighting people, but then I was like, fuck, you're one under. It's
I tried my best. I tried my best.
It's really funny because me as Abi, I was panicking and I was like, what the fuck do I do?
I was so ready to summon a Discord devil right there.
Monty, I was
also ready to make Abi come out and like speak up to literally everyone.
I was so ready to get that dart out and start shuffling and just go right for the throat.
You guys are still manacled. You guys are all still manacled. You're still not like you don't have your gear or anything. So next session's gonna be fucking interesting.
Yes, well, all right.
Choke out someone with the foot
Hey,
manacles.
Monty, scroll down a little bit.
Scroll down a little bit? Where?
On the board.
Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm gonna have to.
Has there
delete
been,
some
like-
of these, just a heads up. Guys.
Oh!
Also, bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Man, I was scared
Hopefully
I was
next
gonna be-
week Roll20 won't fuck us over like it.
I mean, I had fun.
Roll20 is
Dream scenario would have been breaking those cuffs, and then Task just flies up behind.
All right, episode 131. Next episode.
131.
Next episode is going to be fucking wild.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
is.
chaos.
By the way, just a quick question. Since we've been there for a day, do we get all of our stuff back?
Yeah, you get all your spell slots back.
Okay, sweet. Because that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
What about the healing?
What do you mean healing? Like your health pool?
Yeah.
It's 100%
You get your health
refilled.
back.
You guys
Yeah,
had a
you get
lot
that
of
Oh,
rest.
okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's what I was wondering. I was like, my worry is like, Okay,
Episode
sweet.
title: Obby's Unfortunate Adventure.
Obby will kill again.
I'm just glad that my fucking banishment worked.
That was
I want you to
fucking
know
funny.
that was one
know
of
what?
the
You
funniest
know-
moments of this entire campaign. I mean
You know what?
that, honestly.
I looked at what their I think it was the charisma saving throw, right? It was charisma.
Yeah.
I looked at it. They had a +0. I'm like, oh, they're fucked. I'm like, like they have to roll above like a 15 essentially, because that's what you're.
Yeah.
I'm like, they have to
Yeah.
roll above a 15, and I'm like, that's
I'm
like
glad it worked.
ridiculous.
I'm glad it just went.
So,
Best japes.
that was funny.
I'm also glad that the blindness and deafness worked. That was
That
It's like
that was the one that I figured wouldn't have worked, because they have a +2 to Constitution. I'm like, oh, okay, they have a +2 to Constitution. Like, this is more likely to succeed. But no, rolled a 6, and I was like, oh, fuck off, come on. So you guys weren't the only ones rolling low. I
Yeah.
seem to be affected too. Thanks, Die Hard Dice.
So, Monty, quick question. So they're all on top of the altar, which is on top of
Borky-
all.
Yeah, there will be a map. I will be drawing out a map.
Right, but
so-
just real quick. The horde though is below all of that, right?
Yeah, the horde is like
Oh.
30 feet around, so it's like a huge giant pile of stuff.
Of weapons and such.
Gold, weapons, jewelry, clothing, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh man. All I could
Yeah.
think of is freaking, hey everyone, riot from freaking Avatar.
Yeah. Next session's gonna be. Hey,
I was so hyped.
Zito, how you feeling, buddy?
I gotta wait.
I know.
I gotta
I gotta
fucking
rock.
wait.
I can
know.
break these cuffs.
I gotta wait.
It's so funny that I was having anxiety literally just listening to this.
Yeah, welcome to the table.
Welcome to D&D.
Mm.
This was probably one of the more tense episodes. Like,
Mhm.
the problem
I
is,
was
like, the
like, oh.
dragons are incredibly smart. Like, they're not brutish. They know what they're doing. They're not perfect, but like they know what they're doing.
God,
We got
that's
a lot of people to thank. We got to start wrapping up here.
Do we have
though.
any?
Hey,
We have any episode names before we start that? I want to know if we have any episode names, because I can't think of. a
I
single
saw someone say something in response to something else, but I loved it as an episode title name. I need to try and find the name here. Someone called Karajan said, "In the darkest hour."
Oh,
That's strong.
Ooh.
that's really good. Actually, I really like that. That's kind of. I love that kind of.
Our darkest hour.
I think in the darkest hour is just stronger.
In the darkest hour.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think it wasn't an episode title suggestion. It was just something for something else. But I heard that, I'm like, ooh, that'd be a good title name.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of people to thank here, but I think right now what we need to do is ask Shenpai where we can find her aside from a state of anxiety.
Hi, I'm fine. You can find me on twitch.tv/Shenpai. On YouTube, you can find me at Araviro/Shenpai. And on Twitch, also at Araviro. I do art, I make stupid comments, and I play video games. I'm very big in Final Fantasy 14. I do stream that a lot. And I play Persona 5. I'm big on Persona stuff, so yeah, you can find me playing P5R for the next few days. But that's pretty much it.
Alrighty. And hey, Zito, aside from waiting until next Wednesday, what are you going to be doing?
Find me over at twitch.tv/Zito. There, Jape Cart, or fucking, which is actually called Sonic Robo Blast, whatever the fuck racing. Jape Cart will commence. Marbles will happen. Any other video game I can seem to find, I will find and play. Indie games will happen, but more marbles, more racing.
Awesome. Hey, Gaijin Goomba, where are they going to find you?
Hey, you can find me at twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba. I got a lot of things going on. First and foremost, to piggyback off of what Zito was saying, if you guys would like to play as my boy Little G, T the Hero, because he is the hero, has made not only my dumb little character, but many streamers' dumb little characters, including Vinny Vinesauce. You could check that. You could check that out in the link that I just posted, where all of the streamer people are in one big pack. It's all there. You could check it out. Otherwise, I've got a really big video that I'm working on, a new witch ninja involving Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, because boy, people be talking about Avatar lately. So that's going to be coming up hopefully later this week, if not early next week. And speaking of next week, boy howdy, when Ghost of Tsushima arrives next Friday, I am going to be all over that, streaming it constantly. I'm hoping it's good. Aside from that, I stream every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Big theme in high-power Japanese fantasy, because that's what I love. So come on by, and be sure to check out all my other work on YouTube.
All righty. Hey, Bosco, where can they find you?
They can find me at EdBoscoVA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on twitch.tv/EdwardBosco.
Cat.
I heard a meow.
Sorry.
Cat.
I thought it was on Bosco's end. I'm like, oh.
Sorry.
Kitty. Hey, Connor, where can they
Goblin.
find?
No. Go.
Connor,
What's
where
our
can
call
they-
doing in your house?
I know, right?
Goblin. Well, Connor, where can they find you, bud?
Hey, what's up, my buddies? You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Distortion Devil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays playing WWE 2K20 with Roll Initiative Wrestling, using the chat's D&D characters as wrestlers. Friday is Friday Funhouse. We play a lot of fun games with my friends. Saturday is Bayo 2. Better than Bayonetta 1, because Bayonetta 1 sucks. And Sunday, I'm playing with the Harbingers, the people behind Dead House Sonata. And speaking of Dead House Sonata, do you like action RPGs that are narratively driven, that are written by famous video game director Dennis Dyack, man behind Eternal Darkness, Sandy's Requiem? Well, then you'll love Dead House Sonata. It's a 6-player action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living, and you can go support it here, and I'll be voice acting in it. Definitely go check out that link right now. Go.
Oh, gee. I'm scared.
Oh, Monty, where can they find you?
You can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. Until the 13th, I believe, or the 12th or 13th of August, I'm not going to be doing any planned streams. So Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy IX are on hiatus until such time. I might do just random impro streams. Someone is smacking their lips on the microphone. I might do some random improvised streams just without really any warning, so you might be able to catch those. They might be at really super weird hours, but if that's even a thing. Mostly you can find me on my Twitter, where I post jokes and memes and stuff.
Alrighty, you can find me at twitch.tv/Takahata101 playing Sea of Thieves, man. We're all about that high tide life, all about thievery on the high seas. It's a lot of fun, very zen until it isn't, and then it's hell. Goomba can speak to that.
Oh, you don't want me to speak anything about that game.
Goomba only has fun when he plays with me.
I only have fun when I play with 3 or more people, because otherwise you're just prey.
It's suffering.
You're
It's
just
suffering.
prey.
But pirates, though.
But pirates, though. Exactly.
Again, don't ask me to say words about that game.
But yeah, there probably won't be any streams though for a couple of days, because I'm going to be heading out to the family cabin. As Dad said, I can't take you with me, Goomba. I'm sorry.
No, but take scenic pictures, please. It's so pretty.
I mean, it's just trees, man. It's like a bunch of fucking trees.
Dude, I miss. I used to live in the Ozarks. I miss trees.
We don't get to go outside, man.
Yeah.
true.
Please.
But yeah, no. Well, my parents were going to be going out there, but then they found out there's rain, so now they're not. So I'm going to go out there instead.
Good.
Oh yeah, because we're doing some renovations here too.
Yeah, you're dealing with that as well. So yeah, that's it for me really here. I got a lot of subs to thank here, so let's just jump right into it. Young Sandpaper Siren Eyes, Zacho Duo, Cryptic Saya Jin. Thank you all so much for the subs. Rand Cossack, X Wiley Willie, Jai Kaizen. Zacho Duo gifting subs to a bunch of people. Tepa Dekabo, Improved Furball, Shiva Goddess, OG Skyer, Skull J, Hellfang Wolf, The Bagel 07, Ebon Sky. Thank you so much, guys. Jason Ringmaster, the Narga Kuga Tamer, Ebon Sky, Wells 234, Cole Sanders 730, Roman Penguin, Fuzzy Crimson, Deluna 13. Thank you so much for the subs. So I think it's with the bits. Sorry, Mad Tompic with the 500 bits. Metal Gear Obby, please, Shenpai, you're awesome. Don't sweat the locals. I agree. It was one of the funniest moments, I think.
That was funny.
I'm glad.
I was
I'm
genuinely
glad.
laughing because I'm just like, oh my god, please banish them. It's so hey Tom, where'd you go? Oh,
I've been wanting to use banish ever since I got it.
Just imagine what was going through his mind when he came back. Just like, what just happened?
For those two dragon guards, that was a horror movie.
Yeah.
That was a straight up horror movie where
Horror
you
doll.
were the Annabelle doll. Okay, it's really what you were doing to them was truly.
I really should have done it where Obby just like tilts his head and looks like really creepy.
Are you my friend? 500 bits of the Narga Kuga Tamer. Thank you very much. I want to thank Kaze3173 with 1,000 bits. There has to be an alternative to roll 20 money. Will allow for everyone's sake. Sheer luck, Obby isn't dead. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Matt Topic, thank you again for the bits. Wilder41 with the 1,500 bits. This is your time to pay. This is your judgment day. We made a sacrifice. Oh, you're doing a big, doing the big, gonna get ready to die theme by Andrew WK from Wilder41. Gotta get ready to kill, get ready to kill. And Probate with 5,000 bits. Marty, why didn't you fudge the save for those cuffs? It would have been glorious because Probate, I can't break these cuffs. I couldn't break those cuffs, Probate.
Speaking of music, I know everyone and their mother has like a million songs they want me to they say like, Zito, why aren't you playing this song when this is happening? And I'm like, well, A, because VODs, and B, my musical tastes don't falter to anime, so I'm sorry that I don't get your even.
I was gonna say people are posting the Megas XLR theme like a lot right now.
Oh yeah.
Which as a giant robot theme song is pretty top tier, but
I will say the Escalation theme might work just for the dragon aspect of it.
Man, I'm expecting White Reflection at this point.
I was playing Highway to the Danger Zone.
I was playing fucking Cloud Top Cruise from Mario Kart 8.
Well, I have some very
Row
special
Fight the
music for
Power.
I have very special music for next week, so hopefully you guys will listen to that.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm
yeah.
so excited for next week. Fuck.
The Turtle Squad with 1,295 bits, Probate style mini birthday bit bomb. In a few minutes, it will be my birthday, and just want to thank you all for not only giving me strength to shoulder on when I didn't want to. I wish you could thank all of you for everything you've done for me, and just know that no matter what, I wouldn't be where I am without each of you guys, even Bosco.
We didn't talk about him, by the way.
Rikaku Saikro, Rainbow.
Oh yeah,
Snack.
we didn't shout out Bosco for his stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, no, we didn't.
Yeah, he did. He said it real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Different sheet with 200 bits. Thank you so much. And Bag of Holding with 1,000 bits. This episode was tense as hell. I can't wait for next week. Thank you so much, Bag of Holding, for the 1,000 bits. Any last words?
No, are we good to go?
Can I start off with just firing the fucking laser beam at the blue dragon head?
We will roll initiative next week.
Son of a bitch! Come on!
I'd like to give him initiative by breaking those cuffs.
No.
Wait, do you roll initiative, or does the mech dragon roll initiative?
The mech dragon rolls initiative.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
All right. I have a recommendation of who to raid because we like them a lot.
Who that is?
That's Perception Studio, the puppet guys.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been on for so long because of COVID, so they're back, and it'd be really nice to send them some support because those guys are very,
Get
very
in
nice.
there. Get in there now. Let's go.
It's
For those of
Muppets
you
playing
guys-
D&D.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, Perception Studio are a bunch of trained puppeteers who play D&D. We met them at TwitchCon, and they were they're very sweet. They're very, very nice, and they're absolutely people who love their craft and love what they do. So we're gonna raid them. Our raid message will be just baby dragons in all caps, because that just seems to be the theme.
Or just a varying version like Dargans, Dragons,
Durgan.
Durgans.
Yeah, exactly. Perception. I just want to make sure I'm spelling perception correctly. Perception Studio. Hopefully I spelled that right. Perception Studio. All right. Get ready, guys. Take care. See you next week.
Oh, why isn't it next week now?
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry.
131